morning, lovely people. It is Tuesday, the 14th. I thought it was 15th. It's the 14th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. It's a packed room in here, y'all. It's like spilling with bodies in here. It's crazy. Just me and Brent. It's me and Brent. But anyways, as always, I'm your favorite shade queen, my own royalty. But you might as well do an intro because
Morning.
it just sits in the air otherwise.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good, thank you. I am blessed and highly favoured.
Do you like the weather?
Okay, so here's my thing with the weather, right? Obviously, now I'm a woman of God. Love God down. So I don't like complaining about the weather because I'm complaining about God's creation. But if I had a preference, I am defo a sun babe. Like, I love the sun so much. So when it rains, it's just like, I wish it was sunny. But the UK is just the UK because it's defo sunny like a couple of days ago. Now here we are. I went to church in a nice little summer number. And now here we are.
Here we are.
I love the rain though when I'm at home.
Oh,
and I
wait.
can have like a lie-in. I could just lay in my bed doing nothing. But
Yeah.
when does that ever happen? So,
Okay.
do you like the rain?
Yeah, I like the rain. I think I like the rain because I'm mostly inside anyway.
Okay, yeah. So it's
And-
soothing.
Yeah, I like the sound of the rain on the...
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I listen to rain sounds. Do you know what I really like though? Like in Nigeria, because some of the houses are like pan houses, like they've got the metal.
The corrugated roofs.
Yeah, so when you hear the rain on there, it's so soothing.
Yeah, just like Trinidad.
I love the sound of rain. I love the sound of like sea waves and stuff like that. I fall asleep to it sometimes. If I'm struggling to fall asleep, I put it on. Is that technically white noise? White noise is
I
different.
don't know,
right?
but I think there's something in that. I think there's something in the feeling it gives you when it hits those particular materials. And because it gives you a sense of comfort.
Yeah. Yeah.
And security.
Like a little, like a cozy feeling.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's fascinating.
Very,
I
isn't
guess that's what happens when it is you're in a rainforest and you're hearing it drop on the leaves and the
Oh, that'd be so
trees
nice. I'm not a camping girl though, but that'd be cute.
You've never been camping before?
It's not my story.
Ever?
Brent,
How do you know it's not your story?
Because I'm a baby of comfort and convenience. And something about possibly being bitten by things and just not having like things that comfort me. A nice hot shower, nice hot food. It just don't speak to it.
All right.
I think I do with the love of my life though.
You ever gone hiking?
I love hiking because I love walking.
All right, cool. So you will do the whole bramble stuff, walking through the forest and the woods and...
Oh no, I'm hiking. No, I'm hiking on clear grounds. Like I'm hiking, like I could do a mountain hike. I'm not doing through the forest, fighting leaves and doing all of this. I got time for that. You know I'm coming out there with scars. I'm allergic to life.
Sorry, have you been in the forest?
No. Actually,
So-
have I?
How do you know you don't like it?
Because I know I don't like it. Oh, we've done this before. You don't understand how people can know they don't like something without having done it.
No, I can understand that. I can understand that I can smell something and know that I don't want to taste it.
Okay, fair. Yeah, but do you know what it is with... I just think there's like insects and stuff like that. In the normal world, insects irritate me. So if I go to their abode, I can't be complaining when I'm up in there. This is where they live. I came into their house.
Yeah, there are exponentially more insects
Do you get me in?
there, yeah.
And I can't deal with that. Like I don't even like when I'm out. Like you know when there's like just things flying around. I don't like flies and like I just find them irritating and just annoying. Flies in Lagos are pissing me off, child.
Yeah, how do you survive in Lagos?
I love Lagos. No, but with that, so I don't like being bitten by things, obviously. So I use like a spray on my
Does it
body.
help?
Anyway. Yes, it does. I don't know if I want to put people on. I know me gatekeeping.
What?
I know it's crazy. It was a random spirit. It didn't sit there. I didn't let the spirit fester. Basically, right, I don't use the mosquito repellents and stuff. I use a spray. This is made for the girls. If you want that extra glow at nighttime. So basically, it's an Avon spray, as in Avon, when they used to do door-to-door salesman Avon makeup. And it's a dry oil spray, but there's something about the scent that keeps mosquitoes and stuff away.
Sorry.
It's called dry oil.
You said day-to-day Avon sales.
Yeah, like not
I mean, door-to-door Avon sales.
Yeah, remember
Are you talking about
the makeup.
what was it called? It was like a program, and they tried to recruit people to do it, and then you make a little side.
Yeah,
money.
but I didn't know about the program though. I just knew when they put the magazine through your door, or like there'll be a representative in your area.
An Avon representative? Or
Yeah.
you sure it's not a whole catalogue of all these different brands and cosmetics?
No, it's just Avon. They might have different brands in there, but like there was a cute little Avon magazine, and then they drop it off to you with like a sheet, and then you fill in whatever it is that you want.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When you said they, I think it was. I hope somebody tells me what the name of this program is in the chat. But yeah, they had reps, but it wasn't just for Avon. It was for all these different
Oh, my battery's low.
companies. It's 10 seconds late.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I would do it though, but I don't know if I would do it with someone who knows about camping as well. I don't want to. I can't be in the forest with somebody who's as clueless as me. That would irritate the shit out of me. Like that could cause a breakup. Because what are we doing here? They were both struggling. No. So I would do it with someone who knows about camping and stuff. Why are you laughing?
Because I can imagine you being absolutely miserable
I'll be
that
fuming,
weekend.
Brent.
Absolutely miserable.
And you know how my face gets when I'm like, don't chat to me.
Yeah.
Just feed me this stupid rice because I can't even have a proper meal. And let's just hope we make it out. We make it out together when we leave this place.
And all those people saying it's Avon.
It's Avon. No, but Avon is
Avon a brand.
Avon is a brand. But maybe you're talking about because there's other like there's a lot of like this tele shopping situations going on. But there's hella I feel like that was the way people were selling stuff back in the day. Even Mary Kay.
Yeah.
That was a thing. But Avon's thing was a thing. It's still a thing actually, apparently. But anyway, ladies, the dry oil spray. If you actually want to know more details, let me know. They send it Superdrug. That's how I go for my say wedding. For my where would I go? My holiday.
So in that Avon
good.
book, can you buy other brands?
No, I don't think so. Actually, yeah, you might be able to. Yeah. I don't think it's just, because they've got Avon brands and they've got like other brands there, but it'd be like, I don't know, random
Maybe it
brands.
was Avon. Maybe it was. And then, because you did have that little like slip.
Yeah, and then you fill it in. Yeah, exactly.
What you want, and then they come and collect it. And then
yes. And then they bring your stuff back. Yeah.
It was always aunties, right? Around your area.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like,
no, not just aunties there. My mum's rep was a white woman.
Oh.
Where
were you living?
I lived in Orpington, so.
Orpington.
Yeah.
Makes sense then.
Yeah.
She was nice, wasn't she?
I don't know. I know I talked to the girl. Girl, that's my problem.
Yeah. It used to be such a...
That was a thing, you know.
Yeah, such a blessing. There was a cologne called King Chess.
Okay.
That was the best scent I have ever smelled.
Really?
And I tried to basically find it.
They might still have it, you know.
It doesn't. I tried. Checked.
Oh, you bought it? It doesn't hit the same?
It doesn't. No, I haven't even been able to buy it. The only King Chess I'm seeing is popping up in Belgium. And it doesn't look like the bottle. So I'm like, is it my youth I'm misremembering?
Do you know how much I'm so fascinated by the brain?
I used to wear Old Spice all the time. That was the grown-up.
When you were younger?
Yeah, because my father got it. And Old Spice and Brute.
Such an old man.
And Brute.
As in you. Imagine being a little kid.
That was my first introduction to smells outside, external smells that I could actually put on. You get me?
That's fair.
And my father would wear it, and he got it from the same Avon book.
So you was getting the girls though, so
I
clearly.
wasn't.
Excuse me, sir.
I wasn't interested in
the type
men.
of your fake.
I wasn't.
You weren't interested in them, but they were interested in you.
No, they weren't. Listen carefully. My secondary school, I told you already. I got my.
You got what? Go on. Why are you laughing? I'm listening.
I got felt up.
Oh, bro, that's dark. By who?
I was
not
about
a
to
teacher.
use the different words.
Oh, were you? You sicko.
I was like,
No, was a teacher?
no, by a
Older girl?
student. Yeah, not older girl, the same age as me, like a heavy set one. That's why I said I like chubby women, but I was forced to. I love them. I love the fluffy girl because I was forced to. I laugh when I'm
No,
uncomfortable.
you trauma bonding. You know what? Fair.
But no, secondary school.
She grope you. That's why it's
She
cool.
felt me up. Yeah. And she would put my hand in between her thighs.
Bro, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm dead ass. That's horrible.
Yeah. It was terrible. I didn't know what it was back then. They have a name for it.
First of all, you're wild because I'm on camera. I'm the one
I
on
laugh when
camera.
I'm uncomfortable. Anyway.
Guys, please go and go and retweet our thing, please. On Twitter.
Yeah. So
I appreciate it.
So where was I? Secondary school.
Yeah.
I was all about my education. Education and football.
No wonder why, Brett.
Education and football. My parents are teachers.
Send you right off
My
sex.
parents are teachers. Like, I'd like to do that, to be honest. I can remember when it is I started seeing like girls as like desirable.
Do you remember your first crush? Like what year?
Yeah.
How old you were?
Yeah.
How old were you?
And her name was Hannah. And
Was it a white girl?
no.
Oh, okay. You stay true. Love that for you.
You mean I started true?
There you go.
Yeah, 100%. In school, that was my first crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. A different thing was when I was in church, but in school.
Crushing in church.
I think
is funny.
my first
Had a few crushes
crush in church, I met her the other day when Kelechi had a third to last live show.
Okay.
Her name was Rebecca.
I remember Rebecca.
I was like, yeah, remember when it is because I saw her and then I was like, what are you doing now? And she's married to like a French guy. I was like,
you
okay.
and him.
Didn't think you would go that way.
When would you go with that first?
I told her that I was I was big on her. She had a friend with her, so I was there telling her friend, and the friend was Trinidadian. So
Oh, that's sweet.
yeah, she's like, oh, of course I knew.
Yeah, I remember. So you know, I miss like that's the love I want. I want to love like them school crushes.
Yeah.
Because back then, you just like it just felt so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so pure and so nice and just so.
Yeah, how ironic. So
How what?
How ironic.
I don't know. Right?
Wanting to love like a school crush, back when you were younger. Anyway,
That is
so
ironic.
what? Let me get back in the book, please.
Let's talk about different things.
So basically, football.
Yeah.
And that's how I guess I didn't get bullied in school, right?
Yeah.
Because I was in the football pitch with all of the
You were cool guys. Guys that play football were the cool guys.
not just the guys who play football. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess they knew you.
You were in
understand?
chess club.
But you had different
They would have got you.
social. There's no chess club.
You know what I'm
Chess
saying?
club.
If you were in a chess
There was
club.
cricket. I played cricket.
Did you play cricket?
I'm an all-rounder with sports. I'm
Man,
really good
like.
at all sports. Like all sports.
That's lit.
Yeah. And cricket was a big thing in primary school. My father
Oh,
was the
wow.
coach. And he was
Really?
also the coach for the football team.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
That's what you use this Volvo for. You know the Volvo, it has a big back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could pile in at least 6 or 7
That's lit.
little kids in there, and then the actual front seat, you would have at least 4. So the entire team.
Now can you imagine them no.
Yeah.
Now they're going police on y'all.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But,
Good times, actually.
We were wavy. Baden Powell was wavy.
Guys will go baby power.
Baden Powell. The school was called Baden Powell.
I was a baby power. I was thinking why I
no,
said.
No.
That's lit there.
We didn't have a cricket team before my father came through, innit?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm cool.
Yeah, and then the thing is, he went on to a few other schools that were predominantly Asian in that area.
So that's an Asian sport there as well? Or is that rude to say? They're playing cricket and stuff.
They love cricket in Asia. They love
India
cricket
and
in
stuff.
Australia. They love cricket in the West Indies.
Okay, I didn't know that. I just knew about the Asian people.
I think it was the Brits that, let me see who invented cricket. I want to say...
It might be the Brits
I
actually.
want to say it's these Brits. Let me see. Who invented...
Dr. Marnie's gonna book you in for a session.
Eh?
When you said what you said, she was like, wait, Brett, oh my gosh.
It's England, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
They actually created it, or did they say they created it? Because you know they'd be...
It's history, the beginning in the late 16th century, England.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, they're rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each play time,
Yeah.
I was just in the football pitch and
That's
I was
lit.
sweating like a pig. And I used to have them glasses back in the day, right?
And thick
Yeah, but
spectacles.
I used to have sports bands to put on.
Oh.
So if
Brent.
you'd have just taken me
Yeah.
as I came, my clean attire, you know, when I came to school, but after school,
You look like
everything
a
messed up.
ruffian.
Everything messed up. Clean
Them
attire.
kids get back. I'm like, what did you do in school today?
And then I had the glasses, right? But to be honest, even in Trinidad, my mother got used to me going to school clean and coming home
back home,
dirty.
yeah.
And there's some pictures of me where the normal uniform is short
Sleeve, yeah.
shirts,
Yeah. Yeah.
and short pants.
Yeah. That's
Right?
how it is, yeah.
Yeah, so it's brown and no, blue and brown. But anyway,
Okay. They love
it
a
would
brown.
always be buttons missing and lopsided and all sorts. And I would come with pens and pencils and rubbers in my pocket because I was.
Oh, you one of them kids that always had the ink stain on your.
No, because I stole them.
You stole them.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a problem with taking.
You're a
things
kleptomaniac?
with mine. I don't know what it was.
No. That's
I don't know what it was.
Back then you have a name for it. Now it's you.
That
you
was
were
in Trinidad.
kleptomaniac.
Though. When I came here, I didn't steal anymore.
Yeah, because you're a white man's country. They'll arrest your ass.
I know. I don't know what it was.
Banged up on a rifle.
But yeah. So I would come in sweaty.
Bare pens.
Huh?
With bare pens and
No,
pencils.
this is now in secondary school. I'm jumping.
Oh, okay.
That was in primary school.
Primary school you were stealing.
In Trinidad. To be honest, I did start doing it in the UK.
What, stealing?
Yeah, and I got licks for it. And I stopped.
Because you embarrassed your dad. Was that when your dad
No,
was
my father. No. He was year 5 and year 6 teacher. So
okay.
I started stealing from some like the lower years when I came here, and it stopped because obviously, yeah.
It's not worth it.
No, it's not.
Your age was just stealing money.
Yeah. I don't know if it was stealing. I don't know if I qualify it as
It's stealing. If you take something that's not yours, it's stealing.
I don't know, because they had a lot of those things. So it looked as though they could do with...
They could do that. No.
Yeah?
You sound like my mum. My mum used to... Mum talk about she used to take my granddad's. No, girl. You were stealing his car. And you were stealing his money to pay for... Seriously, anyway. She's a rebel. Was a rebel.
Shout out Mumsy.
Big up my mum.
Yeah. So, sports band and everything. And if it is that if you didn't see me playing football and whatnot, then you would have just thought I was I don't know, like a little buffin. So I was called a little buffin. I don't know if I was a nerd. I was a buffin.
What's a buffin?
Really interested in
education.
And doing well in class and whatnot.
Aww.
Answering all the questions.
Literally, they know.
The homework is done.
You're a thief.
I loved art.
Literally, they know.
I loved art. But anyway.
That's lit, though.
So, this Jamaican.
Yeah,
because she was Jamaican. She didn't start in year 7. She was transferred into year 9.
Oh, she's big.
She was big. Not massive.
But she was like chubby enough for her age, mate.
Yeah. I think, I wouldn't even say she was thick.
Do you remember her name?
Yes, Owusu-Brown.
Owusu-Brown?
Yeah. She added me on Facebook the other day.
Maybe she wanted to apologize.
I don't think she did.
Did you think she wanted to apologize? Did you accept or did you decline
Of course I accepted. Because I told you, I'm scared at this point.
Bro, you're a grown man now. She's not going to get you. She's not going to get you, bro.
Anyway, yeah. So nobody should have desired me at all because then I was sweating like a pig.
Yeah, but that's all. You know, women are okay. Dr. Marnie, obviously you're a psychologist, babe, so let me know if this is a thing, yeah. But I feel like there's something that men's sweat gives off that women are attracted to.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I don't know about that, man. I didn't stink or anything. It's just sweating.
Just sweating.
And I sat by the window, so obviously I can get cool real quick. And then she realized that's where I always
That's
went.
where your spot.
Yeah, so she
found your spot.
Yeah, she went and prayed on me.
That's disgusting. No, that's horrible.
It's horrible.
I'm really sorry. That's actually disgusting.
Yeah. Like I said, I laugh because
yeah, because you're traumatized.
Yeah.
Yo, don't do the Michael Jackson laugh. That's not. Well, actually, it's fitting. To be fair.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I don't know why I said all that.
I don't know why we got here. I love that though.
But I love the rainforest. I love
Yes, that's how we got there.
rambling and camping and whatnot.
Have you go camping?
I don't go camping.
But you've been camping?
Been camping.
Not when you're younger, that don't count. If it's like a school Duke of Edinburgh thing, that don't count. Like as an adult. Do you know what I would do, actually? Do you know what I would do? So basically, I would rent a cabin. I really want to do that. I do that this year. I really want to do that. I want to be in a cabin, like, and it's like got a nice fireplace and we're just nice and cozy and we just shut away and our phones are off. That kind of vibe.
Listen carefully.
Not with the girls.
Listen carefully.
I love my life.
That's nice. That's nice. Listen carefully. What you just said is that you want to be in the heart of woodlands or forests, right?
Yeah.
In order to get to that cabin, you need to go through the woods and stuff.
Or hear me out.
And whilst you're there, you're not going to get your regular insects that you get in the comfort of your
What did you say?
home.
In case I get it.
Bare insects are there.
Oh, I thought I had something else.
Oh, you're not going to get sex. It depends who you take with the cabin, innit?
That's what I said. I'm not going with the girls.
But
the girl
definitely, that cabin's going to have a hella spiders that you ain't never seen before in your life. It might have some snakes.
It's not an abandoned cabin. There's a company I follow and they have like tree houses and stuff like that. So it's not going to be like an abandoned cabin. It's going to be a well taken care of cabin.
You're definitely going to find insects that you...
I would, but I'll be with my man, so be all right.
Yeah.
And also, I would take insecticides and all that kind of stuff.
That doesn't... No.
Trust me, my mum's concoctions, trust me, them shits are dying. I'll kill the Amazon. Single-handedly finish the ozone layer. But I want to do that. I think I can do that. That I would do in terms of like a nice little... I really, really want to do that. Because I like the idea of like being in serenity and just peace and just calmness and just stillness. Yeah. And that gives me that. Yeah. Not camping when I'm having to fight stuff. Yeah. But in terms of being in a cabin, just away from the world, phone off, no social media, no nothing. Yeah. Just me and whoever it is there, reading a book, drinking tea, going on walks. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I want to do that so bad.
Yeah. You romanticize this experience. I
romanticize everything.
I love it. And then you find
a
big ass spider.
Can you imagine? I come back with allergies.
With 12 legs.
Hives. They kind of looked when I got a green pill.
That's when they visit you when you're sleeping, you know.
Yeah, I heard.
Things crawl into your ears and then...
That's how you can't be someone who sleeps with your mouth open. You definitely would have been...
You don't know if you sleep with your mouth open or not.
I know I don't.
How... Yeah, because you're awake when you sleep. I forgot. Keep forgetting. Sorry. I'm sorry. You know.
But also, I feel like it's the position in which you sleep in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you knock your head back, obviously, gravity will do what gravity's going to do.
So you breathe through your nose.
Yeah. That's what Pilates and stuff and yoga and stuff. I don't really breathe through my mouth. Well, unless I'm dying for it in the class. And I'm like, oh, ciao. I need a bit extra oxygen to get in. But I breathe through my nose. But yeah, I don't... Anyway, no, I'm not going to share that.
All right, let's crack on with the Spotify comments.
Yes, let's see. This person has zero remorse and they're actually called Zero Remorse and you are just a character. I can't wait to meet you one day. So, Zero Remorse says, in this era of Sukiana and Sexy Red, it's good to see Esther and Gina promoting shame and secrecy. You're good role models for the next generation. You think that's a great compliment until the next sentence. Sightings should be stroked and not heard. What? If you don't make me and Gina the face, the face of side pieces, I swear to God. Don't you dare, okay? We're just out here trying to have a great time. Minding our business.
A great
Can you imagine about sightings should be stroked and not heard? Anyway, to be fair, sometimes I can't take a stand on things because the people that put themselves in such position, like intentionally put themselves in such position, that's just this is what you guys want. Like, you've done this. Do you get what I mean? So it's never my fight to fight because they don't even have a problem with it.
Yeah, they don't, do they?
No, they don't. It's us non-sightings that project and we fight for their self-respect, but they're fine being options.
They even get vexed when either you make it.
They do, because like, hey, you're ruining the bag.
Yeah, don't make it dirty. Don't let me have to think about this.
Yeah, honestly. It's crazy, man. Big up all the sightings around the world. I hope you guys are good.
I'm never going to have one.
Never have a sighting?
Nope.
You're not allowed to. You can't have a sighting. If you have a sighting, but you better not tell me. I'll be so shy for you.
Never.
You couldn't have a sighting though. That's not. You're not that kind of guy.
Never. Ever.
Hella people have sightings there.
Hell of them.
Hella married people have sightings.
When Emmanuel was coming up, you know, when he had
bare sightings.
before he got married.
Crazy.
You
You give the sighting energy there.
Huh?
Like
You
not
said that he gives you a sighting energy.
No, not he is a sighting. But he, in his younger days, I can imagine Iman.
That he was a sighting.
He was a sighting.
That's what you're saying.
That's not what I was saying.
That's what you're saying.
That's not what I said.
That's how I took it.
Don't clip it. Don't you dare do that. That's just not.
Oh, man.
All right. Should we get into headlines?
Yes, let's do it. It may be the interview. Wait, no. Let's go into more headlines.
All right.
Run through the headlines whilst it is that nobody's here.
Okay. Lovely. All right. So, our first headline: MPs arrested for sex offences face Parliament ban. Could you imagine this is news?
Terrible.
As if it shouldn't. Like, duh. Anyways, MPs arrested for serious sexual or violent offences could be banned from attending Parliament under new plans approved on Monday. It comes despite the government putting forward a motion that recommended MPs are only barred if they are charged. MPs voted 170 to 169, a majority of one, for the threshold to be arrested instead. A union representing workers in Parliament said the move was an overdue victory for common sense. Currently...
I know that's right.
That's right. Currently, if an MP is accused of sexual wrongdoing, parliamentary authorities have no power to ban them. There have been cases where MPs have stayed away voluntarily pending investigation. Liberal Democrat MP Wendy Chamberlain, who proposed the amendment to change the threshold to arrest, said this would align Parliament with other workplaces. Her proposal was supported by other opposition MPs, as well as 8 Conservatives, including former Prime Minister Theresa May, Laura Farris, the Victims and Safeguarding Minister, and the chairwoman of the Women and Equalities Committee, Caroline Knox. However, other MPs, including Dame Karen Bradley, had argued for the threshold to be when an MP is charged with an offence and have raised concerns it was unconstitutional and would deny constituents the right to representation in Parliament on the basis of the decision of a committee. Do you know what's so interesting about media and stuff? You've got to peep the way they do things and the way they... Like the messaging and the messaging behind things, right? So they've mentioned one person that's against it. It's a woman. And they've done it on purpose. Because obviously the woman who said they should do it has support from other women, including one of them that's like, the victims, whatever. So they've intentionally used for the person of the opposing side another woman.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like, sometimes it's the little things.
Little things.
But anyway. And our next headline, Labour pledges iron-clad support for Ukraine against Putin. A Labour government would have an iron-clad commitment to supporting Ukraine against Putin, 2 shadow ministers have said. The pledge came as Shadow Foreign Secretary David Lammy and Shadow Defence Secretary John Healey visited the country's capital, Kyiv. The pair visited to discuss a new UK plan to help ensure victory against Russia's imperial invasion. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said Labour would not match Tory defence spending. Can you imagine? In a cosy lives. In a joint statement, Mr. Lammy and Mr. Healey said they visited together to show a united front against Mr. Putin's attempts to divide the West. Moscow's deepened cooperation with Beijing, Tehran and Pyongyang requires us to deepen our cooperation with Britain's allies to demonstrate that our commitment to Ukraine will outlast Vladimir Putin's imperial invasion, they said. The visit was intended to send a message that should Labour win the next general election, there would be no change in our military, diplomatic, financial and political support to Ukraine, they said. The last one is still about wars. All right, so our last headline, well, not really actually, never mind, scrap that. US warns of Israeli military strategy. So the US believes an Israeli operation in Gaza's southern town of Rafah would be a mistake and is urgently working toward a ceasefire, the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said. This comes as the Biden administration has assessed that Israel has amassed enough troops on the edge of the city of Rafah in Gaza to move forward with a full-scale incursion in the coming days, 2 senior administration officials have told CNN. The White House is urging Israel to connect their military operations to a clear endgame for Israel's ongoing war against Hamas, Sullivan told the reporters. If Israel were to proceed with a major ground operation into Rafah, it would be going against months of warnings from the US to forego a full-scale offensive into the densely populated city. Biden himself voiced that warning in his most explicit terms yet last week, telling CNN's Erin Burnett that the US would withhold some additional arms shipments to Israel if they were to take such a step. A top State Department official said the US and Israel are struggling over what the theory of victory is for Israel in Gaza, and that the US does not believe that the kind of total victory Israel says it is fighting for against Hamas is likely or possible. So they're just doing this for vibes then?
Absolute vibes.
You gonna press the thing again, or should I?
Nah, you just run it.
Let's run it. Okay, next headline. Michael Cohen's testimony against Trump. So Michael Cohen implicated his former boss, Donald Trump, in the hush money scheme to pay Stormy Daniels just days before the 2016 election, saying he doled out $130,000 at Trump's direction and was promised reimbursement. What a learner. Cohen's testimony ties together the prosecution's allegations that Trump broke the law by falsifying business records to reimburse Cohen and conceal the hush money payment that Cohen said he made at Trump's direction. Trump has pleaded not guilty and denies having an affair with Daniels. Cohen and Trump mostly avoided eye contact while he testified on Monday. Cohen looked directly at prosecutor Susan Hoffinger throughout most of his testimony, occasionally scanning the room or looking in the jury's direction. Trump spent long stretches of Cohen's questioning with his eyes closed or thumbing through a stack of news stories. The Republican politician stood behind Trump while he gave his news conference before entering the courtroom on Monday morning. And after the first break of the morning, they went outside to give their own accounts to the cameras to denounce the proceedings they had just witnessed. Next headline. Go on, babes.
Yeah, I can't wait until I'm able to have like pictures of the relevant headlines.
Oh yeah, that'd be
like,
lit.
whilst it's running.
You know when they have the
the
court
headline
case
would have been done with enough time for the person to get the graphics up and whatnot.
That's not where you're going with that, but
No, I'm not saying anything to anybody.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, that's not what I'm doing.
Okay,
I'm just saying that whilst I could just see you, it'd be great to have a little window that's right to show the person's picture.
Yeah, show us like this. You know the courtroom sketches. I love those so much.
Yeah.
And then we see Trump looking with his drop lip.
This is it, and you further bring people into the whole experience of the news.
Take them there. Do you reckon they draw Trump in the courtroom pink? Sorry, orange.
I believe they would.
They have to.
Yeah, because he comes in orange.
He's a walk. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a walking what's it?
To be true to form.
I had what's it in years. Anyway, our next headline: life-saving overdose drug to be given without prescription. A life-saving anti-overdose drug is to be made available for use at home. Can you imagine? Sorry. Shouldn't people just not overdose? Shouldn't the program be to wean people off the drugs and stuff so they don't overdose?
Not really, because you have those programs already, but yet people still get on.
Fair.
Get up with it.
I wonder what the stats would look like though. Because if I feel like I can overdose, but it's fine, I'll just take this pill quickly. But then you might cross over before you get to pick up the pill. That's awkward. All right, so a life-saving anti-overdose drug is to be made available for use at home in England without a prescription. The medicine known as naloxone will be given to addicts at a risk of an opioid overdose for use in an emergency. Police officers, social workers, and probation officers are among those who will be allowed to distribute the medicine. Okay, fair. I thought they were going to let people just keep it in the cupboards. The measure was a key recommendation in a 2020 review of drug services. Opioid-related deaths, for example, from heroin or powerful synthetic opioids like fentanyl, make up the biggest proportion of drug fatalities across the UK. There is an average of 40 deaths a week across the country, but administering the drug naloxone to someone who is overdosing can be life-saving by easing potentially fatal breathing difficulties. Many police officers and ambulance crews already have supplies for emergency use. Until now, only drug and alcohol treatment services could provide naloxone for home use. England's Health Secretary Victoria Atkins said the aim was to reduce annual drug-related deaths by 1,000 by 2025. That's quite sad. And then, next headline, migrant-smuggler arrested after BBC investigation. So one of Europe's most notorious people smugglers has been arrested in Iraq following a BBC investigation. Barzan Majid was arrested in Iraqi Kurdistan on Sunday morning, a senior government official said. Between 2016 and 2021, Scorpion's gang is believed to have controlled much of the people smuggling trade between the Europe and the UK. A 2-year international police operation resulted in convictions for 26 members of the gang at courts in the UK, France, and Belgium. But Majid himself evaded arrest and went on the run. The BBC tracked down Majid, also known as Scorpion, to the city of Suleymania, where he said he had transported thousands of migrants across the channel. Maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000, I don't know, I didn't count. Can you imagine? That's what he said. A senior member of the Kurdistan regional government said that the officials were able to use the BBC's findings to locate Majid. It was at 7 a.m. this morning that the arrest was made outside his home. They arrested him the moment he stepped out of the home and arrested him without any major problems, the official said. We are now looking at charges against him here first and foremost, and then we'll be discussing with European police and prosecutors who want to question him and deal with him. After all that reading, we do got to pay some bills. So it's time to pay some bills. Am I going on?
Yes.
Good. All right.
Last headlines.
Sorry, this is long. As in
Well,
the
after
asking for
you
a friend.
finished,
Second one.
You don't have to do it again. What?
No, the second asking for a friend while I'm scrolling.
Oh, yeah. But hopefully it's really good.
I hope so. I saw Dwayne's name in there.
Yeah.
Dwayne, so you might as well come on the show, love.
No, this is not Dwayne's thing. This is somebody else.
Yeah, but I know I saw Dwayne's.
This is what I love about
me.
these conversations, right?
I do.
Because it forces other people to be like, hey, this connects with me. I relate to this.
Yeah.
And I have something to add on to this.
And I love that.
This is how we build community.
Absolutely. I love the TDA community so much, you know.
All the time.
Like, these are lit,
you don't
man.
understand
These are
how
lit.
much they actually support this show. How much they support TNB.
Yeah.
The amount of shares that we have
No
sold
way.
so far is crazy.
Give them some horns, bro.
Considering we were only going to allow people to buy equity at the live show.
I remember, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The TDA community says no.
No. Before the live show.
No, we want to benefit from this before the rest of the world. It's
That's
crazy,
lit.
Esther.
That's lit. Big up you guys, man. Big up you guys every
Bloody hell.
single time, man.
Bloody hell.
I
Anyway,
love that.
let's get back in there.
Let's get back in the car. All right. So, early release prison scheme causing high-risk offenders to be let out. Well done, Captain Obvious. So, an early release prison scheme used to free up space in jails across England and Wales is causing high-risk offenders to be let out, some of whom are a risk to children, according to a new report. The examination of HMP Lewes, is it Lewes? I think it is. We'll run with that. By the Chief Inspector of Prisons found that safe risk management is being undermined. The findings published on Tuesday were part of a wide-ranging inspection at the East Sussex prison in February, but some similar problems were highlighted in a parallel report into Chelmsford prison published last week. The government says that those guilty of serious crimes such as terrorism or sexual offences, plus those 7 sentences of more than 4 years, are not eligible for early release. But this inspection at Lewes found an example of a prisoner who had the release date brought forward under the early release scheme, despite deeming him a risk to children and having a history of stalking, domestic abuse, and being subject to a restraining order. Another example cited a high-risk prisoner with significant Class A drug misuse issues being released without a home. The report makes clear that the inspection was done only months into the scheme launching in October and hopes the serious concerns they raised about its implementation were teething troubles. Well, synonyms. A Ministry of Justice spokesperson said, while we will always ensure there is enough capacity to keep dangerous offenders behind bars, this scheme allows us to ease short-term pressures on prisons by moving some lower-level offenders at the end of the custodial term onto license. Last headline for today. A twin who saved sister in crocodile attack to be honored. Wow, that's amazing. A 31-year-old woman who saved her twin sister from a crocodile attack in Mexico will receive a bravery honor after being included on the King's first civilian gallantry list. The twins were swimming in a lagoon near Puerto Escondido when Melissa was dragged under the water. Oh, that would scare the shit out of me. Melissa survived with an open fracture to her wrist, severe puncture wounds to the abdomen, and many injuries to her leg and foot, while Georgia was bitten on her hand. Georgia will receive the King's Gallantry Medal, which acknowledges exemplary acts of bravery. Miss Laurie said the medal was an honor that left her so shocked. I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it. I feel really privileged. It's a silver lining to have come out of the terrible ordeal. It kind of softens the whole traumatic experience, she said. That's absolutely amazing, you know. That's very, very brave. Anyway, let's pay some more bills and let's get some word on road.
Right.
He was meant to do the ambush thing.
Yeah. There's going to be a special thingy-majiggy for No Behaviour fans.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Cut long story short, Ambush and Antz were fighting. I've heard of Ambush, but I didn't know I knew him like that. But I don't know him like that. Let's pause there. But I didn't know I knew him like that until Mark was like, yeah, you know a song. I said, no, I don't. What was it? Jumpy? I was thinking of the song with Dino and Cadet. R.I.P. Cadet. But it turns out I do know it, actually. I do know the song. But anyway, they got in a tussle.
You saw blind that you didn't.
Listen.
And then you played the track.
Do you know what? Yeah. I'm actually annoying. Here we are. You still say women don't have accountability. I'm actually annoying. Because when I'm like, I don't know something, I stand on business. I was like, I don't know. He was like, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. Like, how are you gonna tell me why I know? Whole time I knew. He played it, 2 seconds. Go, I know the song.
That's the same thing Margs did with that track, that Afrobeats track. That
Yeah. He did the same thing. This time he knew the lyrics and everything. But anyway, we're all interesting characters, so it is what it is. But they're going to tussle. Apparently they've had beef for a while, but in the clip it was like some kind of match, some boxing situation going on, I believe. And basically they were talking beforehand or whatever, but it was kind of like passive aggressive talking and whatnot. Because I personally wouldn't be talking to an op. Imagine me being an op and then put my hand around you talking. I wouldn't be doing that. So it was like passive aggressive talking away. And then one of them went to prison, and then said the other person was the reason why they went to prison or whatnot. So whatever. Then the clip of the fighting went crazy. It was so funny that when they were fighting, someone threw a chair. But you know, sometimes when you see fights and someone throws a chair, it's warranted. But it was funny because in the clip, like everyone turned around like, why would you do that? Like, it's not up to that. You didn't need to do that kind of thing. But anyways, there was tussling and whatnot. We'll see what's coming of that. I did have a correspondent that was meant to help me with the story because the word on road, sometimes it's certain roads I'll cross certain roads.
That correspondent was supposed to be here by now.
That correspondent was meant to be here by now.
Correspondent gave me a window, 8:30 to 9.
It's 9:02.
What's the time now?
It's 9:02, baby.
9:02.
9:02.
9:0210.
But a story I do know about though is 50 Cent, man. I don't know how, as a woman, you would date 50 Cent. I don't. Because you got to see how it is that he's treated like his baby mum, his mother's children. I don't like his baby mum. His mother's children. No, his children's mothers. His ex-girlfriend. Do you get what I mean? Like, he is so petty. Like, I watch how other people... Okay, so for me, it's not enough for you to treat me well and treat other people like shit. I don't believe in that. I don't live like that. If you treat other people like shit and you treat me well, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're a great person.
I think he treats everybody well until given a reason not to.
Yeah, but like... Because sometimes it's what about he feels like he has a reason not to. Sometimes there isn't really a reason not to. Because the way he treated Thierry Marie...
I don't know about the women. I'm only talking about the men.
So Thierry Marie was on Love and Hip Hop, whatever. I think she had like a sex tape of her leaked or something like that, yeah? He just started posting it, just trolling her posting it. She obviously got angry and was like cussing him out and whatever. And then she tried to sue him for putting her...
And then he said he's bankrupt.
Said it was bankrupt. And then he won the lawsuit. And then he made her pay him. And this time the girl was broke. and then she paid him in pennies. She went to the bank and actually
how did he
paid him in
manage
pennies.
to win if he was in the wrong?
Yeah, because apparently there was like his lawyer was good. Because I think it was a whole thing about like it was a whole thing basically. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't like as if like he was the one who revenge pawned it.
Yeah.
Kind of like reposted it or something like that. Anyway, so it wasn't exactly he wasn't like the source or something like that. But I don't know, man. I just feel like I just have to watch how it is that people treat other people. Like even like if I'm talking to a guy and he's referring to his exes as like bitches and stuff. Lost me, love. Yikes. Anyway, 50 Cent is fighting Meek Mill. He's not fighting Meek Mill. Basically, I think we mentioned briefly that King Combs released a diss track at 50 Cent. Very stupid song. Very, very stupid. Because in the song, he's talking about how they came to raid their house, not knowing that they moved the stuff to the next house, to the neighbor's house. How would you say that? Anyway, so he released a song or whatnot, whatever, because everyone is in a diss mood these days. And then 50 Cent responded to him and was like, I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record. I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys. I never mentioned or posted anything about Puffy's kids because Kiefer D said he killed Tupac. LOL. And one thing I love about 50 is that he always tags his brands. Morning. He will always tag his brands. And I just love that so much. So anyways, he
Russ
posted
does
that.
the same thing, innit?
Say again?
Rick Ross does the same thing.
Yeah.
You know when he comes into the video with the bottle.
Yeah.
Marketing and that.
Listen, because they know it's gonna go viral because people love mess. So, and then he then started posting like little snapshots of what's it called, the song or the diss track.
Yeah. One
One of which, of course, was what I just said about the whole they came to raid our house not knowing that we moved the shit to the neighbor's house. So then 50 was like, why would you say some shit like this when you know the feds are investigating? Is you stupid or is you dumb? LOL. Meek Mill entered the chat to defend his work wife. I'm joking. LOL banter, just a bit of jokes. He came and Meek Mill quote tweeted 50. Yeah, I don't know why you would want to like go back and forth with 50 when also 50 been trolling you about your relationship, your alleged relationship with Diddy. So Meek Mill then says, because you're federal, the street niggas in Queens know that. Why are you trying to pick on a little boy? Your own son hates your guts, which he does. LOL, I'm so grateful to be on an island with my son and his friends on his birthday. Don't follow these guys. Their miserable lives be terrible. Like, why would you insert yourself? If you were so happy on an island with your son and his little friends, why are you inserting yourself into people's situations? Especially respectfully when you're Meek Mill. Like, baby, you can't... He's not a great candidate to step into a kitchen with firing words. Meek Mill, you're going to lose.
Have you ever protected Meek Mill before?
Oh, what do you mean?
I actually haven't actually.
All right, so we could talk. We could. We could.
It's an effect what you got going on.
But
your mic.
I know his team.
All right,
so
right.
No, get your mic. Put your mic towards you, sorry. Thank you.
Right.
It's all right. This is not you. This is my words. I have no dealings with Meek Mill, nor do I want to have any dealings with Meek Mill. I think it's cute though, but I'm all right, love. All right. So he then went on to say, I say what I want because a war, this is all in caps lock. You know when Meek gets in his caps bag, he's serious. Dead ass. So he says, I say what I want because a war, come behind me if that's the case. LOL. But y'all got that rap shit too loose somebody. You know when he starts spelling, he starts making, when he words start jumping all over the place? All right. He says, but y'all got that rap shit too loose. Somebody gonna go and die and you're gonna be calling Farrakhan or your federal friends just because, and then this is back to lower caps. Just because you're not hot anymore, tearing your folks down, all you can do. Do you know what I hate with all my, and I say this every time. Siri, I ain't talking to you. Siri, stop. Siri, stop. How'd you guys do? Okay.
It's the nails.
Sorry. To be fair, I kept saying his name in it. That wasn't going to help. One thing I hate, and I'm going to say every single time it's relevant, I hate when people allegedly do shit. See what I'm saying? Allegedly? Protect your interest. I hate when people allegedly do shit, and they talk about, they're trying to keep the black man down. No, you're keeping yourself down committing all these alleged crimes. Anyway, so that happened. And of course, 50 was going to come back into the chat because I wasn't talking to you. So 50 said, you sold 6K copies of your last project. You should not be on vacation. You remember he said he was on an island with his son's birthday and his friends? You sold 6,000, anyone doesn't understand what K, 6,000 copies of your last project. You should not be on a vacation. Still chasing the dream or embracing the nightmare. He said, standing by your man, that I respect. Then he posted that famous TikTok video of when Meek Mill was singing. What's that? I was singing it before we came on camera.
Was, yeah. And I saw it this morning.
All My Life. No, not All My Life. All My Life.
I think it is.
1,000 kisses. Yeah, that one. 1,000 kisses from you is never enough.
Vandross?
Yes, never too much.
Never too much.
Got there in the end.
Yeah, I saw it this
One
morning.
verse later.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so he posted that video. Remember when Meek was rapping to it?
Yeah.
And it's all about it was fucking me good. And Diddy was like, oh. So basically, 50 Cent posted that video, and then he said, I commend you for being a strong, supportive woman for your man Meek. Stay by his side, and together, you guys may have a good life. God bless. First of all, don't bring Jesus into it. Leave Jesus out of it. And of course, as he does, he put his link to his I don't know what he's selling anymore. I don't know what 50's selling. It's called Gun It Brands. What the hell is that?
Gun It?
It's called Gun It Brands.
Wow, Esther.
What is that?
It's G-Unit.
Oh. I thought you don't have to host my phone. I thought it was alcohol.
Babiel.
Where's the apostrophe? Maybe I'll do you there. Where's the apostrophe?
Oh,
Gun It, G-Unit. Anyway, I keep telling you I'm up on the streets, so.
He does have a drink. Bro.
G-Unit was for my time. I'm more of a candy shop kind of girl. But anyway, then he did that. Is G-Unit back together? Didn't they break up? Or is it just him now?
No, they're not back together, but sometimes they tour. I saw he just finished the tour just now.
I did it, okay. Every time I think about 50 Cent touring, I think of Super Bowl when he was hanging upside down. That's the ickiest thing I ever saw in my life. I could never see that. It was so icky. I was like, no, just pick yourself back up. But anyway, that's what 50 Cent and Meek Mill are currently dealing with. Meek Mill is standing by his man. My man. I'm going to stay beside him. I honestly do not know why the hell he thought it was a good idea to insert himself when it comes to flipping 50 Cent and a diss track that Diddy's son sent to 50. Even Diddy said, I don't know why you would do that. You don't need to be laying low, minding your business, and hoping this too passes. Anyway, that happened. Have you watched Baby Reindeer? You have, haven't you?
Me?
You've watched it?
I watched it, yeah.
Good. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. But
Serious?
no, I didn't.
Interesting.
Remember I asked you, should I watch it? And you said, you didn't sell it to me. You weren't sure if I would like it because of the themes.
I think I said you get triggered.
Yeah, exactly.
And because
That's
you're
exactly what I just
empath,
said.
innit?
Exactly, yeah.
But a lot of people who would claim to be empaths watched it and enjoyed it.
Yeah, people claim. I don't claim I live
Okay,
this.
you lived it.
I ain't used to I live that. I'm true to this. I've been messaging Martha like flipping quotes. Shit. And you got this girl. I did see like clips of it, and I saw a clip that went viral of the Piers Morgan interview. Did you watch that?
Yes.
And I think it was when he was asking about her, like she said she graduated from law school or something. And he was like, what grades did you get?
Yeah.
And sis couldn't answer.
She couldn't.
And I was like, oh my gosh, Piers? Like, she's not okay. I feel like, is Piers' show, is it a YouTube show? Or is it a TV show?
It's on YouTube. It
It's
used
on
to be.
YouTube.
It used to be on.
But it needs to be on, was it not ITV?
Yeah, it used to be on a few different digital
Oh,
platforms.
really? Okay.
But now it's just YouTube.
Because it feels like there should be better safeguarding. She's not well. Do you get what I mean? So it feels as though like he wanted to take advantage of the fact that this thing is blown up, but she's not well to know what the consequences of her coming on Piers Morgan's show could be.
Well, the claim now is that Netflix didn't do their safeguarding.
They didn't?
Yeah.
Because what I need to
apparently
understand...
they lied.
They lied
That it's not fully true
about what she did.
about what things that happened.
Really?
Yeah. It's a big thing now.
Yikes.
The conversation's
Okay, I want to watch it then,
ongoing.
actually.
Yeah?
I didn't know that side of it.
Yeah. And Piers Morgan is
Investigating, he's doing the lead.
he's
Such a
leading
nerd,
the
you know.
conversation.
I don't know how his wife sleeps at night next to him. That would really give me the ick. He's such a nerd.
I think she loves him.
She must do. She must be a loser like him. Anyway, sorry. So basically, the guy the creator of Baby Reindeer, his name is Richard Gadd. He basically said that he's taking a stand, and he's refusing to talk about the real life characters, essentially. He's refusing to talk about the real life. He said he never wants to ever speak again on the real life identities of the characters in obviously the show, which I think is convenient, because when everyone was finding out Martha, you were fine speaking about it then. But I don't understand how people still don't know that. Was it the BBC or whoever it was, the big producer guy that was grooming him or taking advantage of him?
Yes.
Do you get me? Like, he's like how are you protecting that person's identity, but oh no. Poor Martha is out here doing interviews and stuff. Like, so you're worried about the wrong things. I think maybe they're still together. Maybe they're still friends. Maybe they're still linking. Maybe he's trying to make it as whatever he was trying to make it
she's
as.
Apparently she's got a new man.
Martha?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, I meant the guy. I meant the guy linking the big exec.
Okay, maybe.
But Martha's got a new man.
Yeah.
But Martha will always have a new man though, because Martha stalks
I don't know if
men.
I believe her or not, to be honest.
No, but Martha stalks men. She's never been single. If you're a woman that stalks men that don't necessarily like you back, you're married like 50 times. She's like in 50 marriages.
You mean in her head?
Yes.
Fair enough.
And you can't tell any different.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be a real life thing. I just think that because she's always in her head has a boyfriend or has a husband, she's never gonna be single. That's scary though.
Have her eyes on someone and then say, "Yep, that's my
that's my
guy.
man."
Yeah. That's my new guy.
And he don't even know it.
Yep.
Yikes. Anyway, so he said, "I don't think I'll ever comment on it ever again." This is in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter. He says, "I can't confirm or deny anything relating to the real life people who the characters are based on in the show." And then, yeah, man. So, all the best to all of that, basically. I think I will watch it though. And he's also ignoring, like, obviously the fans and stuff. That's the thing. I think social media is wild, you know. And you still haven't found Madeleine McCann. Because think about how they find people so quickly from a Netflix show. And you actually found the real person. They brought up like our old posts and like all that stuff.
I think they
Scary.
referenced the posts that was depicted in the actual show. So it was easy to now to basically find out.
That's true, actually. That's great. There's a guy on TikTok as well that basically when people post like them on holidays and stuff, he finds exactly what hotel they're at and exactly where they are. Like the exact hotel and the exact room on what floor.
Whoa.
It's wild. It's wild. Like I don't know if he does it for shits and giggles. I don't know if it's like his friends. I don't know. But literally there's one of like someone having some ice cream. Yeah. Ice cream. And he could just see like what's it called? Just a bit of the wallpaper behind her. Yeah. He found it all. Found it all the way down to the gelato place she went.
Well, do you know what? I actually have ability because I've stayed in quite a lot of hotels.
Man, like.
Pause.
Come on, let's do it. Go on.
Pause. Because I've been on a lot of tours and stayed in a lot of hotels, I actually can tell when certain people take pictures. I know, oh yeah, that's that hotel.
All right. Okay, fair. I'm about to hire your PI. It's a private work. That's lit.
And plus, it was my actual job when I used to be. A lot of people don't know this. I used to be a military police officer, so that was actually my job to find soldiers who went AWOL. So.
Do you know how that will be? Is that hard? Because then they go like incognito kind of thing.
It is hard, but you can find them. You can find them.
That is lit. Are you allowed to talk more about that? Because I like stuff like this. Are you not? Oh, damn.
No, I am definitely not.
Morning, babes. Oh, damn. I like stuff like that.
I can touch certain little bits, but I can't go into it.
Okay, all right. We can.
What's a military police officer? What is that?
So, Royal Military Police Officer is the people that actually look after and police the actual army soldiers.
Ah.
But then also our other duties would be looking after diplomats, guarding the actual queen as well. People of royalty. But more or less, our duties are as an RMP officer is to police the actual soldiers.
Would you take a bullet for the Queen? Would you take a bullet for anybody? You have to say yes because you're on the
Do you know what? Actually, to be honest, if it's in my job description, which it is, then yes.
All right.
You have to.
I have to.
So if you don't, what's the worst they do? Fire you?
Yeah.
But that ruin your reputation.
And then they can probably use, like, if they really want to be bad, they can really strike you off and.
Really? So you can't get hired again by anybody else?
You can't get hired again.
So not that man.
Especially in the entertainment and music industry, it is a very, very small network.
Really?
Very, very small network.
I don't want to take a bullet for Meek Mill.
Don't know about now.
What celebrity would you take a bullet for? That's not in your contract, but like you would want to protect them. Like you're like, oh my gosh, this person's so precious.
To be honest, and I'm gonna be very deadly honest. Someone like, and I'm gonna say it, Genuine, because he's my son's
Genuine?
Godfather. Hold on, wait. Before you say that, he's actually my son's godfather.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just. I'm glad you said that before I said what I said.
I knew you were gonna go out with something. Set the man free, please.
Love that. Big up Genuine though. Love TGT. They need to come back. Tyrese of Active City. Are they?
Yes.
Oh, they texted that on thingy on Breakfast Club the other day.
So they are working on an actual new project.
Oh, I love
So
that. I love
it should be
TGT.
coming
Like
out
I love that. I love TGT. Love a good R&B. Okay, so it's godson.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
that is fair.
Okay, someone else that I would take a bullet for, apart from
anyone that has personal interest for you. Shall I give you some names?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Yes.
You would.
Yeah.
To be fair, Tyler Perry is icon. Beyonce. If you say no, the Beehive are going to finish you. I will summon them.
Oh wait, I do not want the swarms coming through me, please. I beg. Yes, Beyonce. Yes.
Of course, he's like, yay, Beyonce. Of course. Who else is there? Oprah.
No.
Why not?
Not allowed to disclose.
All right then.
Ooh, can you disclose off camera?
I can neither confirm or deny.
That's true, actually. How would I do that? Okay, so you can't tell us. Prince Harry.
What are you asking?
So basically, sometimes with his job, in his contract, he has to take a bullet for someone. Should it come to it? So I'm trying to see what celebrities he would take a bullet for. That's not in his contract. That he would just do out of the goodness of his heart.
You know what? Yeah.
Prince Harry, innit?
Yeah.
Prince Harry is good vibes.
Yeah. I
Will?
would, actually.
Actually, the
No.
Future King don't do that. Oh.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Who else is there? Who else is there that is like Jennifer Lewis,
Who the hell's that?
Auntie, man, Black Jesus.
Yes.
Black Jesus Auntie.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Hell, I'd take no, I wouldn't actually. I'd move her out of the way for the bullet. From the bullet.
I mean, yeah, maybe might not take a bullet, but I actually would.
But you would protect her.
I'll protect her.
Yeah.
Let me just jump in for a second because
Go on,
he
babes.
has to go and collect.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I got
yeah,
too excited.
yeah.
You know me. All right, let's get to.
Do you know what? I am fine with time, so don't worry. It's cool.
How much? Have
To
you
how
got?
long? How long we got you for?
As long as I can. 10:30.
Oh, I'm about to have field day with you, boy.
Wait, sorry, man. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Who else is there? I can think. Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart.
Yes.
J. Cole.
Yes.
I like you. You're
Even
a great
after his
guest.
behaviour?
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, it will be easy to protect.
Do you know what? To be
Drake.
honest,
He ain't
I took
no
a bullet for
beef.
Drake.
he's one of my clients, so yes. I've worked with him quite a few times.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to London, like, do you go over there?
I've done work over there and here.
Do you know what? No. Let's make an official interview because I'm so
Maybe
intrigued.
we should finish Wooden Road and then we can.
Oh,
go.
baby, it's finished.
Oh,
Baby
lovely.
Reindeer, he don't want to talk to you about the characters anymore. Don't ask him shit. He don't want to tell you. He doesn't care. He just wants to make money.
All right.
Interview, please.
Did you read that Spotify?
Killy.
That's wild.
It's wild, isn't it? That's exactly what I said. Because I read it. Let me read it for you. You missed it. Let me tell you what someone said on Spotify. Because I read it and I was like, oh, this is such a lovely compliment. Then I read it at the end and I said, oh, they're about to make me and Gina the face of side chicks worldwide. It said, in this era of Sukiana and Sexy Red, it's good to see Esther and Gina promoting shame and secrecy. You're good role models for the next generation. Then it goes on to say, side things should be stroked and not heard. Could you imagine having me and Gina's name?
Wow.
Can you imagine? In the same breath.
In that same...
Mark said retweet.
Do you know what?
You wouldn't dare.
Let me find who it is, please.
Thank you very much.
Let me find who it is.
I got a guy now. What? You just keep chatting shit about me.
I will be at your doorstep.
Open the fuck up. All right, we have a lovely, lovely, lovely guest with us today. And as you can tell, he's lived a very, very interesting life. And I'm so excited. I love stuff like this. But we have the lovely Edmund Owusu-Brown with us. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm not too bad.
Good. You're one of my favorite. I like guests that come in and just like get into it. Like no pressure to anyone else who comes. I mean, to be fair, take on the note in it. But I like when guests come on and they're just straight into the conversation. He was telling me he's what baby reindeer, like very engaging. I love that.
What did you hear from the beginning?
No, I just came literally maybe 24 minutes ago?
Oh, okay then.
So precise is.
Very precise. Is that because of your job? Oh my gosh. So when you say you're going to be there like 9:03, you're there at 9:03.
Yeah, I was actually here before 9:03.
Yeah.
See, I was running late. I told Brent I was running late. And then obviously, you know, in my spirit, because I was running late, I was like, I might as well go sit down and eat breakfast.
You sat down and ate breakfast?
No, because when I clicked on the
That
stream,
would have cost you out.
when I clicked on the link, I realised you was by yourself.
Oh, what a babe.
So I said, oh, okay.
Oh, I love you.
What?
I said I love you. Excuse me. Sorry.
Wait, what's that, Brent?
Hear what he just said.
No, wait. But I said I love you. Can you love me back? And
I
then
love
we
you.
can carry
You
on.
know I love you. I love you more than life.
Yeah, what he said.
Go
He
on.
said he told Brent the time, right? And he was looking to abide by that time.
Yeah.
But then he realized, hey, I'm gonna be late anyway. Might as well stop.
No, that's wild though. That's wild.
So he tuned in, obviously. Did you retweet the?
No. I'll do it. I'll do it.
He was
'Cause I
rushing.
driving.
Because he was rushing
He was
everything.
rushing.
I was rushing.
Yeah.
sure.
And then when he saw it was just you, he's like, ah,
I was rushing so much I ain't even got my bag. I ain't got my iPad or nothing.
have you ordered your food yet?
No, I haven't.
I think you should.
So I think you should
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
After a long morning. But we love that though. That's what the women want. We like black men supporting black women, don't we?
All the time.
All right, so we have a game that we play with our lovely guests. We do. So it's general knowledge,
Okay.
and then you got this or that,
Okay.
like Oprah or Beyonce.
Okay.
Who are you going for? Beyonce, innit?
Don't feed him stuff.
No, okay. He wasn't taking a bullet for Oprah. He was taking one for Beyonce. I thought it was obvious. But basically like that. This or that questions, right? And it's over at 140 beat. And we do have a leaderboard that we're keeping. We are keeping score. And I'm rooting for you. Because already meeting you 5 minutes, meeting you 26 minutes now. Okay? I really like you, right? So I'm rooting for you.
Okay.
Okay. Brent, are you ready?
Yes. If you don't know it, just say pass so you can move on to the next question. Because there's as many as you can answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Me?
You can start.
Right, these
All
ones here.
right. Let me
You
know
got
when
it?
you're ready.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I hope I am.
I am.
And you
You
said
got this.
I answer is or that.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'll give you
some
like
of
an
them are.
option.
Oh, some of them.
Yeah, some of them are
Yeah.
actual.
Some of them are
Oh, some
like
actual
this
questions.
or this.
Oh, this.
And so
or
that's
this.
just calm. And then some of them are actually like general knowledge questions.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Music or theory?
Theory.
Which grime artist released the album Gang Signs and Prayer?
Pass.
Name one team in the Prem that wears a red home jersey.
Pass, because I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about football.
Corbyn or
Terrible.
Boris? Quick.
Pass. Not answering that one.
In what borough is Clapton?
Pass.
How much is corporation tax currently?
40%.
MMA or boxing?
MMA.
What is the name of the famous clock tower in London?
Big Ben.
What grime artist rejected an MBE?
You can pass.
Oh, I know it. Pass.
Drake or Kendrick?
Drake.
Name one
Sure.
left wing. Name one left wing news outlet. Oh.
Do you know what? I shouldn't have told you I was rooting for you. I shouldn't have said that. I think I jinxed him bad. I jinxed him. I put you under pressure.
What? I don't know nothing about football. I just look after them and that's it.
Do you know what though?
That was terrible. You know?
That was
I know that was terrible.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
ridiculous.
I'm actually I'm disgusted.
Do you know what
with
got me?
myself.
It's even the this or that. You didn't know what you wanted. To be fair though, Corbyn or Boris and saying pass speaks to the what we're dealing with in this country. And I hope somewhere Boris and Corbyn are sitting down thinking about their day. Because that speaks volumes, you know. Fair. You know what? Fair.
I apologize.
No, it's fine. It'd be like that sometimes. We'll have to do a rematch at some point because I am still rooting for you.
Okay.
But yes, can you please let people know who you are, what you do? We can get into it.
Okay. My name's Edmund Owusu-Brown. I'm a professional personal bodyguard.
Sick.
I've been doing that for the past nearly up to 20 years now.
No way.
Also, I do personal training and actually I do a boxing class for kids. I help out in a boxing class for kids on a Saturday morning.
You as a personal trainer, yeah. Finish me. Do you guys ever watch My Life and Kids?
Yeah.
When Terry Crews was training Michael Kyle?
I was doing the
For
Euro.
Eurovision. Euro training.
Euro.
What? That's what I imagine you as a personal trainer like.
I'm not that bad actually.
Are you like very like, because personal trainers as well, they be having a bass in the voice talking about, like when my brother trains me, I'm just like, first of all, I'm your little sister. And he'll be like, go on, like, come on, even my little sister actually, when they train me, they're probably like authority, like, go, go, go. I'm tired.
I hate the ones that can't count.
No, but that's all PT zone.
Took about two more.
Wait, hold on.
Last two.
That's all
Then you get to the
PT.
last two. It's like one more. And it's like
No, okay, see,
what?
That's
what
all
you-
PTs.
You know what? That thing that they do, which to be honest, most of us do, is it's not that we can't count. It's actually we just want you to do more, and we know
I know.
you got more inside you.
I
Because
don't.
we believe we know you got more.
Yeah, you
inside
believe, but I know what I'm
Yeah,
experiencing.
but in my mind, I was prepared for 10.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because you
See,
shouldn't
but
have
then
lied. If
that's
you
the
said
thing-
12,
Yeah,
I would have been ready
See,
for
now
12.
that's another thing. I've learned that even with my trainer,
Yeah.
if I put that
have a
number,
trainer?
yes, I even do have a trainer, Dan. Hi.
Morning, Dan. Big up, Dan.
I actually have a trainer, and Dan will turn around and say, "All right, cool, 10." And you see me, and I put 10 in my head, but then Dan's actually really thinking, "No, you're doing 20."
I hate that they
And
do
I
that,
get to 10 and thinking, "Oh God, I can't go no more." But you program yourself to do 10.
Yeah, you actually do, you know.
You actually program yourself
You
to do
actually
10.
do. Yeah.
So I don't listen to the numbers. When he even starts saying numbers to me, I just don't listen.
You just go.
I just go for it.
Yeah, that's what I do in my hit class now. Because she'll be like 8 again. She'll be like last 8. So I'm going hard. I'm like, this is the last 8. She's like 8 again. So I remember when I first started, I would stop. Because you said last 8.
Yeah.
But obviously carry on.
Yeah.
Now I just go. I don't even stop. Because I know, girl, you're lying. Quick question about Dan. Is your trainer bigger than you?
Dan
Your trainer can't be smaller than you.
is, if you look at it from the yes, he actually is bigger than me. He is.
That's crazy.
He is.
And you go to
actually
like
big.
those
I go to King's Gym in Mitcham.
is that those
which
like
is one of
bodybuilding gyms
those-
basically?
Yeah, it is one of those hardcore kind of bodybuilding gyms. It has got a bit of influence in there, which can be very annoying.
Influence.
but
Oh, so they've got the cameras out.
Yeah. it
Does
can
that
be
annoy you?
It can be.
Do you have to be like kind of secretive because of what you do?
In what respect?
Like you can't. They're just kind of somewhat private. I mean, I said that you're on this show, but apart from it.
My personal life, yes, I do
Okay.
try and keep my personal life very private.
yeah.
There are things I have disclosed because of certain circumstances within family and within myself, within my health.
Yeah.
So I have disclosed those things. And I think, to be honest, the reason why I've got to that stage, why I do that,
Yeah.
is is probably after the fact of when I lost my mum.
Oh.
And before that, I was someone who didn't say a word, hardly. I
Grief
wouldn't
will do
talk.
that to you then.
I wouldn't talk. Wouldn't share my. I would deal with everything on my own. I will bottle up all my emotions. I wouldn't talk to my friends. I wouldn't like
Open up or anything like that.
This is what's going on. I need this help. I wouldn't reach out to everyone can come to me for help, but I wouldn't be asking for help.
So how did you get to a point where, sorry for you, lost your mum. How did you get to a point where you were able to then open up?
I think the fact of when the whole realization of when I lost my mum, and it was very, very sudden.
Yeah.
It was during a period of time which was, it was during lockdown in 2020. And it was just weird. It was a moment in my life where I was very conflicted. I was very angry. I was very, very angry at God. Why he would do that to me.
Are you a man of faith?
Yes, I am.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am. So, and that was something I've been brought up within my household.
Yeah.
Especially being in a Ghanaian household.
Child, I'm Nigerian. I know.
So
you will love Jesus.
Yeah, you will walk out of this house knowing Jesus.
Listen.
But I think what it was is that for me it was Thursday, the 9th of April, in 2020. I just literally my mom wasn't well. She's overcome 3 strokes in her life.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of hard for even someone to overcome and get bounced back from one. So she had one major one and she had 2 mild ones.
Yeah.
But then she was on the phone laughing and joking with my auntie on the phone. I put her to bed. I said, Mum, I'll come and see you in the morning because it's Good Friday tomorrow. I'll come back and make you breakfast and I'll come back and stay with you for the day. So I came back on Friday morning and then walked into the house. And now what was very weird was as soon as I opened the door, because my mum couldn't actually hear me unlocking the door, she would say, hey, Owusu. So she didn't do that. So I was like, oh, where's this woman?
Yeah.
So I went into the front room. No, she's not there. Went into the kitchen. She wasn't there. Oh, so I saw her in the bedroom. And I was like, oh, maybe she's... Mum.
Sleeping.
I thought she was like really in deep sleep. And then it was just weird when I crossed her bedroom, like that doorway of her bedroom. Every single step from there just felt very slow and weird. That I was thinking to myself, no, that can't. Why is she not responding? And I get to her and she's just very, very still. And my first thought was, okay, fine, I phoned the ambulance. I said, I found my mum, she's not responsive. They've turned around and said to me, is she laying on her side? I said, yes, she is. Can you turn her on her back? Can you start doing compressions? So I started doing that. And they said, okay, ambulance is on the way. Could you leave the door open? So I did. I left the door open. Kept on doing compressions. Done mouth to mouth. Kept on going until the ambulance team came there. They came into the room and said, look, all right, fine, we'll take over from here.
Yeah.
Told me to go and wait in the kitchen. I sat down in the kitchen. And literally, as soon as the gentleman walked back into the kitchen, before he even said it, I knew what he was going to say. And I just feel that whole entire moment and that experience for me was a point where I knew that I never opened up and said a lot of things. And I needed to change that.
Yeah.
And I saw from how my mum was, she's a very hard, stubborn woman. Even though she was sick, this would be the woman who would go to Brixton Market and I'll get phone calls from people saying, I just saw your mum, she's carrying 10 bags walking down the road. And I'm like, I swear we planned to have a day when we're doing shopping. So I'll be rushing back from work, coming back to try and see if I can try and catch her and get home. So she was like, no, I'm okay, I'm fine.
Aww.
Even though she's not, but she's fine. So I just knew that from there, this one was so strong, so independent. but she would help the world.
Yeah.
But she never wanted anyone to help her. And I just said to myself, I can't be like that. And it was during lockdown. I think I did a post, and I am someone who never talks to the camera. In any of my Instagram videos or anything else, I never talk to the camera. I'm just not one of these people. And I think that was the first time I did that. And I just literally just opened up so much, and it felt so good.
Oh, that's amazing.
It actually felt so good.
Like a release.
There, it literally was like a button, just like, yep, and I felt free.
That's amazing.
And when I did that, and then I think that was during that period of time, I'm close friends with Chizo.
Oh, big up, Chizo.
And we were training at his house. So he told me to come down. And he was actually my PT at the time as well, during that period
fair.
of time.
You know what? Fair.
So obviously I didn't know, I was oblivious to his podcast and what he showed that he did. And then he asked me to come onto the show, do some filming with him. And I think it was during that whole time point of me doing that, that was the first time I actually opened up about the whole entire situation to anyone else that wasn't someone that wasn't family.
Yeah.
And after doing that, it just helped me so much during that period of time, because obviously we couldn't do a 1 week. The funeral home had to hold my mum's body because we had to send her back home.
Oh, you sent her back home?
Because my mum's part of a royal, she's a queen back home, so we had to send her back home.
Okay, yeah.
So they held my mum's body for nearly 5 months.
No way.
Before we could send her back
So you haven't
home.
even got that closure kind of thing. You're just there.
So
yeah.
It was so crazy. The day that we did the viewing before her body was getting sent away, I was planning to go the next day to go to Ghana for the funeral.
Yeah.
Ghana's borders closed, so I couldn't go.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I couldn't even attend my own mum's funeral. So then I was waiting for family to set up a Zoom so I could actually see it.
Yeah.
So the day of my mum's funeral, which was the 28th of August, sat there in my house, waiting for the Zoom. Didn't get the Zoom.
No.
Sat there all day, didn't get a Zoom. Didn't see my mum's funeral at all. The following year, I went over to Ghana, and I tried to make my way to the hometown where she was buried. And there was a big, massive accident. So that road that leads to that village was completely locked off. You couldn't get there at all. So I couldn't
You
go
could
and see
pay a
her.
tribute in that way, yeah.
So I didn't see my mum's graveside until 2 years after she was buried. And even that, when I did go and do it, it was a release for me. It felt really great for me to do that, because I felt like, I feel like I've got closure. But then there's so many other things within that time that even till now, I mean, I can't, my mum was my everything, my closest friend, everything. Like, even if I did this today, I would be back home and be like, Mum, I did this today. She was like, oh yeah. Everyone else, I would do all of that. Anything my son does, anything, if I meet someone and say, oh, Mum, I met this person, she would be like, oh, okay, fine. As long as she goes to church and she can cook.
First of all,
You can bring her home, no
Auntie said
problem.
first things first.
You can bring her home. So it was just, I just felt like during that period of time for me, that was a changing point for me to see things differently, be a little bit more open, not hesitate to ask for help.
Good.
Because you just never know. There's always, and I found out that there's so many people that actually care for you,
Absolutely, yeah.
that actually want to see you win, that want the best for you. And it's not only just your parents that want that.
Yeah.
There are actually people that are not your family that want that for you. So I think that was the point where I just said to myself, I need to do this a lot more. And I did I did a few more other podcasts during that period of time, speaking about my experience, especially with Chizo. And I remember being in Brixton one time and I saw a lady came up to me. She came running out to me. She said, look, I saw the podcast where you were talking about your mum and I literally, and how you felt and everything else. And I felt you were literally saying my story.
Oh, wow.
And she literally broke down in tears in Brixton, in front of KFC in Brixton. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And she just said she was just so grateful because she said, I couldn't find that voice. You helped me find that voice.
That's powerful.
So I just feel from that experience there, I just wanted to do more of that. And I did. And it helped. I helped quite a few more other people going through that experience during that period of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was one of the main reasons why I actually started to be a little bit more open and start opening up and expressing and sharing my feelings.
I think that's so wholesome because we were talking about a lot of stuff yesterday. Is it Willie Lynch? Was it that? Yeah, that racist man and whatnot and all that stuff, and like just the things that were intentionally put into the black community to just kind of tear black people down and stuff like that. And we're talking about like masculinity and stuff like that, and we're talking about how it is that we define being a man, like how society defines being a man, and how we've always defined it and stuff like that, and like men not being allowed to show emotions and stuff, even though these are like human things. So I think it's so powerful that you've shared your story because essentially, like if we look at what it is that society defines as a man, you're that. Do you get me? So I think it's so powerful that you're sharing the reality of what it is to be a man as well. Like to always be that person people can come to, but then never go to other people. But you got shit going on as well. Do you get me? I know that stuff.
Most men don't really share their problems.
Yeah.
No,
it's not good, man.
No.
They just keep it to themselves, and they just have to be strong. They never really talk. They never really share, especially like our communities and that. Like, we don't. People have problems and don't go to get them fixed. You're trying to say that because it's looked down upon if you go to therapy or all those kind of things.
I did therapy.
Good.
And I found it amazing. It was wonderful. And I would never, obviously before I was like, yeah, therapy, you must be mad. But done therapy, I was like, yep, therapy, I'll go for therapy all the time.
Was that like, just like general therapy or like bereavement therapy?
That was bereavement therapy.
Okay.
I've done two types of therapy. So I've done therapy when I left the army.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Sorry, quickly.
Yes.
Is that mandatory? Because I think it should be. I don't think they should leave people up.
It's not.
It should be.
But it should be. And I think it is now.
Because it's traumatic what people deal with in
Was that because of the things you've seen in it?
Yes.
Have you been on tours in it?
I've done one tour.
Where?
What did you do?
That was in Iraq.
Okay. Oh. Like in the heat of things?
During just when some of the heat started to die down.
Okay, cool.
I know my uncles, who knows?
But it was still a dangerous part to be in.
Yeah.
Is coming back to normal life hard to adjust? How long was it? So how long was the tour? 6 months or something?
I was there for 6 months.
Oof.
Yeah, so is it hard to adjust coming back to normal life?
For what a normal typical soldier would do, yes. For what I was doing, which was only policing and making sure that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Oh, okay.
And not absconding.
You're just policing the soldiers?
Yes.
Okay.
We say absconding, like not running back home?
So then what they would do is that they would get a certain amount of time of leave.
Okay.
And sometimes some soldiers don't return from their leave.
You're not allowed to not return?
Or some soldiers just go totally AWOL.
I got AWOL.
I don't want to do this anymore.
How percent without leave?
Huh?
Go into Briggs.
So you can't quit during the round? What's it called?
Tour.
Like
you can't just quit on the army.
You can't quit?
Yeah, if you do go through that, you'll get dishonourable discharge. And that means anything...
You're a shame and embarrassment to your country.
Pretty much.
Shame!
But, pretty much, but then there's certain benefits you're entitled to, you won't able to reclaim them. So if, say for instance, if someone ran away during that period of time, and then let's say for instance they had family and they died, their family won't be entitled to their benefits.
Oh, really?
Or their pension or anything else.
Is there like a time limit? Because say I've done like 20 years and then on the 21st year I said, hey, I can't. They would wipe off my 20-year benefit. That's some bullshit.
It depends on how...
Do you not have a union reps?
Yeah, we do. But
is nonsense.
it all depends.
It all depends.
It depends on the situation.
Okay, so when they abscond, what do you have to do? Like, what would you? So, what's your role? Like, say you found that someone did abscond.
Go and
You
find
can pick
them.
them up.
Go and find them and bring them back.
You physically pick them up, like
Not
get in the car.
literally physically pick
No,
them
but
up.
like get in the
But
car.
then it's the form of basically, if someone had a warrant out for them,
Yeah,
you go and arrest them.
you'd have a warrant. How? Because I don't want to fight in the war anymore. So then, okay. So is it like, okay, I've absconded, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see me
Yeah.
at my local. I'm getting an English breakfast.
Okay.
Is there a speech you give me? Is it like a Esther, get in the car, or is it like a if you don't get in the car?
We do read you your rights. There's a rights that we do read to.
Are you allowed to read it here? Like you never know what they are, or is it secret? They don't even come for you. Because I know Olivia Pope. I would just send you love and light. That's not. Okay, there's rights. Okay, you read them the rights.
You read them their rights.
And then they're meant to say, okay, I'll come along. But if they say no,
If they say no, then from there, it's not like we get physical with them, but we are allowed to detain them
Strong
and
words.
restrain them and literally put them in the back of the van.
so then, okay, so you don't even call the police to come and arrest them. So it's you.
No, because so basically it's like this. If there is a situation with a soldier, and let's say for instance, a soldier ran away here, then
Yeah.
committed a crime.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever crime he commits, even though it's outside of the army,
Yeah.
the Met Police don't have jurisdiction over that soldier.
Oh, really?
We do.
Because he's your property.
Yeah.
Say it.
He falls under our jurisdiction. As much as
Oh my gosh.
the only way it could sway towards the Met is if he committed something so bad,
Okay, like they must take like.
the Met are allowed. They can take over that case.
But if it's your jurisdiction, do I get off then, or do I still face punishment? But in the army realm.
You would be court-martialed.
So you couldn't even get drunk here and just sign up for the army and wake up next morning and be like, oh, didn't mean that. You gotta go. You gotta pack your bag.
It's
Shit, man. That's strict.
it's a lot more stricter than it was a lot more stricter back then than it is. Well, it's still strict now, but there's a little bit more leeway and wiggle room with certain
What made
things.
you sign up for the army?
Foster parents.
Okay, fair. Oh,
And-
as in, they influenced you to sign up for the army?
Foster parents.
Were they white?
Dad
Were they
as
white?
well. My foster mother was Japanese.
Okay.
And my foster father was Russian.
Okay, so did they say, oh, this would be a good thing for you to do?
No, a lot of their children were. A lot of
okay.
also certain members of my family were as well.
Okay.
So, and that's the other reason why.
Oh.
And it was just that it got to the point where I said to myself, I went all the way to uni, did a whole load of things.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, I really risked.
fighting the urge to chime in, and I just.
Okay, Brent, after this, let him finish this and you can chime
He
in.
don't want to. He's fighting it. I don't know why he's fighting. Because I could just see the cogs in his brain. Just
He's going crazy.
He's projecting.
okay.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So yeah.
How long did you do that for? Sorry.
9 years.
And then how did you leave? Can you leave?
My mum wasn't well. It was the fact of my dad died.
Yeah.
When my dad died, it was hard for my mum,
Oh, yeah.
even though they were still married, but they weren't together.
Okay, the African marriage.
I mean, they had a traditional and
Yeah.
the English wedding,
Yeah.
a white wedding. But they never got divorced.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And to be honest, I think
Oh.
even actually to this day, to be honest, even my dad died how many years ago and my mum passed, then they're
still married
they're still
together?
legally married.
Oh.
So
I'm a lover girl, so it always just sounds cute to me. Okay.
So essentially, you've had 2 mums.
2 months.
2
Mums.
mums. She's your
Yes, I
foster
have.
mum?
Yes, I have had 2
Did you
months.
used to talk to her?
My foster mother has passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He did say that.
No,
You're
he's talking about his mum.
My mum and my foster
No,
mum
both
have
of them.
passed.
Oh, did it?
both
Oh,
of
my
them.
bad.
Yeah. All right. So how old were you when it is that you went into foster care?
I was the age of 2.
And why was that? And when did you then reconnect with your birth mum?
Right. So the reason why I went into foster care is my dad was doing too much. And he tried to, he just worked too hard. And there was a day that I lived in an area called Worcester Park.
Oh yeah.
Not far from Croydon, and in an estate called Roundshaw. And in the flats there, they used to have kind of open coal kind of fires. And I woke up one morning, started crawling around, and then I started started poking at something, and then a bit of coal dropped off and burnt my leg. Then
as if I was going.
Yeah. And then I was rushed to the hospital.
Crap.
During that period of time, my dad was questioned quite a lot.
Were you just living with your dad at the time?
Yes, it was just my dad.
Okay.
So I have 9 sisters. I'm the only boy.
No way.
And during that period of time, my dad said that, okay, because I'm the only boy, he wanted to bring me over here. And he felt me bringing me here would be I could get a better education and it'd be a lot more better for me. So when I was rushed to hospital, they asked quite a few, social services got involved. They asked quite a lot of questions. My dad couldn't really answer them as to his best ability. So then they put me into foster care.
Damn. So wait, was your mum in Ghana at the time?
My mum was in Ghana looking after my sisters.
Oh, then she just had to come back here to get you back?
Yes. It took my mum 6 years in court to get me back.
Big up, auntie. Big up, auntie. That's a fight and a half.
So yeah, it took a long while.
Wow.
Took a long while for her to get me back. And then obviously for me, I'm like, wow, who's this woman? And
at 2, did you remember that?
I don't remember the situation. I don't remember the scenario.
Yeah.
But then I've got scars of the scenario.
Okay, yeah.
I still have the burnt mark, which is still on my leg.
Do you remember like the difference of living with your dad and then now being with these people that you don't know?
I do remember I kind of do remember the difference.
Yeah,
the difference.
Yeah.
But then obviously my dad used to come and visit me all the time.
Okay, good.
It was very, very different because it was a point in my life where I lived in an area called Cheam in Surrey. And when I was fostered around there with my foster parents and I lived around there, I was literally the only black boy in the whole entire area. To the fact of the school that I went to actually hired a black teacher just because of me.
Do you know what? Fair, because they tried.
They did try.
Fair, innit?
They did try.
That's a positive step.
I'll give them credit. They did try.
That's positive.
They try. And the school, because of the primary school I went to, there was a private boys' school across the road. So they were kind of linked. And for a certain period of time, I did the rest of my schooling over at the private boys' school. So then I was taken away from the being in a primary school where it was mixed, and then I went straight into primary school where it was only just boys. And that was that was a very painful, emotional experience.
How could you like the girls?
No, not like that. And pause. Not like that as well. It was just a fact of because I was the different one. I got picked on quite a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you got bullied in primary school?
Yes, I did.
Did that inform your decision to become strong?
That's true.
So you can defend yourself?
Do you know what? I do believe there is that. There is the fact of when I left my foster parents and decided to go and live with my mum. My mum was living in Brixton at the time.
What age was that?
I moved with my mum when I was 11.
Was that culture shock?
Yes. Because, and everyone gets surprised when I say this, to be honest, for me, black people only existed on TV. So to be moved into an area where
predominantly black,
I was like, where have I been? Literally, I was like, where have I been?
I've never thought that, you know.
So when I went to
Would you feel like you're where you're supposed to be now? Or was it more?
Did I have there was, I would say later on down the line, yes, I felt like that.
Okay.
It was hard adjusting because I was someone who was very well spoken, didn't know no slang at all.
It's alright. I said gun it this morning, so
No slang.
I still don't.
That was quality.
I still don't know slangs.
So I didn't know no slang at all. So when I started my secondary school, oh yeah, they literally kind of looked at me like I was like Uncle Tom.
Oh, that's difficult now. That's another hurdle.
Yeah, so that was another hurdle to the fact that led to an incident that happened to me when I was 13. I went to school my first day at school, because when I went back to live with my mum, I actually, at the age of 11, my mum sent me to Ghana for 2 years.
Were you bad?
No. She just wanted me to experience some few
culture,
things.
yeah, fair enough.
So I went there.
Did a few things.
I went to Achimota boarding school, and then she brought me back. And when I did come back, I went to BTG, British Thomas Grant School in Streatham. Or Crown Point, around that point. And my first day there, I don't know what possessed me to bring my Game Boy, but I brought my Game Boy with me. And I'm leaving school, and one of the sixth formers tries to jack me for my Game Boy. I put up a fight, had a little tussle with some of his friends, and it was just me and him. And then I just felt like he punched me, and it was one of the hardest punches I've ever felt in my life. But he didn't actually punch me. He actually stabbed me in my face.
What?
And that's why I have this scar here, which is very kind of nicely concealed with my beard now these days. And I had 20 stitches on the outside, 20 stitches on the inside.
What the hell?
And I was only 13 at the time. So I think from that incident there, where it literally traumatized me for nearly a year, I couldn't walk into my mum's kitchen because that's where I knew where the knives were stored. I actually ate my food with a plastic knife and fork for nearly a year because I couldn't take the reflection
off of a knife,
of a metal knife, of the cutlery. When I did go back to school, I didn't eat in the canteen area like everybody else. I actually ate in the teacher's lounge because he just needed to supervise me. So I think going through that experience from there, I think that was the point of my turning point where I said to myself, yeah, I need to change.
As in, like, physically? Like, I'm going to be big and I'm going to fuck all you out.
I think, yeah, that was the point. I think that was the turning point in my life. Yeah, that was the turning point in my life. And then I never liked bullies. So I always felt like I always wanted to protect people. And stand up for people and make sure they were okay. And I think even from when I left the army, even during my period of time in the army, I was always that kind of person. I always would make sure when people were all right, when other people wouldn't give a damn. Did I get kind of like mocked for it? Yes, I did. Yeah. But I didn't care.
Love that.
So when I did leave, started doing, a friend of mine came to me and said, what would you want to do with yourself? I said, all right, fine. He said he'd give me a job doing security. So the first club I ever worked for was Caesars in Streatham, which is now Marks and Spencer's. So that was the first club I ever worked at. And then from there, I moved to Coliseum in Vauxhall.
Okay.
So I started doing Coliseum, I worked for a company back then was called Scorpion Security, which was owned by a gentleman by the name of Steve Gordon, who actually also owns Twice as Nice. Okay. So I started doing venues like Coliseum, Gas Club, Subterranea. I could keep on going on some of these old clubs. So I started doing those, and then from there, another friend I met a gentleman during the night at one of the Twice as Nices, and he said he was a promoter doing R&B shows. So he said to me that, would I like to do some protection work? And I said, okay, fine. He said, who for? And the first person I ever protected was Joe Budden.
Joe did need some protection back then. He still does.
Right.
To be fair.
So
that's it.
Joe Budden was the first person I protected. Then from Joe Budden, I did the Rough Riders tour when they came over for Carnival.
Well, that was intense.
That was crazy. Then from there, it was Red and Method Man.
Oof, we got Method Man.
Then it was 112. Then from 112, it was Luda. Then I did Neo's tour.
You got a very great memory, by the way. So impressed.
Thank you. Neo's tour. Then from Neo's tour, I went back with Jagged Edge. Then I did Blackstreet.
Love Jagged Edge.
I've got so many stories I could tell around say about Jagged Edge. Jesus Christ.
Can you say it or you can't?
Yeah, I can say those ones. I didn't sign an NDA for those.
Okay.
I didn't sign an NDA for those. I do remember there was a situation with Jagged Edge and the two brothers were literally got smashed at a club, and we were on our way back to the hotel, and they literally started fighting in the back of the van.
Well, both of them?
Yep.
Fight each other? Just because they were drunk?
Yep. And I literally tried to break them up, and I got smacked in my face during me trying to break them up, and I have to admit, it was for a small little guy. He kind of gave me a good bang. I'll give him that. He did. So I remember that. That was great times.
What's the morning after that? Like after you done slapped with security, like you want to take a bullet? You better hope no one's shoot you today.
Oh no, I think after that he really apologized. He bought me a Johnny Blazer jacket.
Oh,
I remember those.
That's how far I'm going back. It was a Johnny Blaze jacket. So yeah, that was cool. I've had some wild experiences, I have to admit. Yeah, with some of my clients.
All right, so you're definitely gonna come back and we're gonna go through like all this, but I definitely want to touch on your cancer journey.
yes.
And I want to touch on your run.
Okay, thank you.
Because I know you have to leave at 10:30.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's get.
You're so interesting, by the way.
He has to come back.
I want to touch on something too.
That's fine.
What do you want to touch on?
Not like that.
No, did he?
You want to go first?
I feel like the stuff that he said sounded more poignant.
All right.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay, I have. So basically, in 2019, October the 15th, I woke up. Was feeling kind of normal. I get up early in the morning anyway because I always like to train early in the morning. And then I kind of I just fell back asleep again. And then I woke up again. And then, like when you feel like you're about to vomit, you get that rush of water in your mouth.
Yeah.
So I ran down to the toilet and then I started vomiting. But then when I looked at it, it wasn't food or anything. I started vomiting blood.
Oh, no.
And then I literally called someone, called the ambulance. And then the next minute I woke up in the hospital because I literally passed out.
Oh, really?
Stayed in hospital. I was in hospital for around about, I think I was there for around about a month. Doing tests, investigating what was going on with me. And they found out that I had something called HLH, which is a rare blood disorder. And it's something that's more common in children and in children when they are born. But then it is a very rare case, and a very, very rare case it's found in adults.
Have you had it since you were a kid, or was it just fresh
So
adult?
basically, they've turned around and said to me that I have had it, but my one didn't activate. It's laid dormant, and they do not know what triggered it, and it's just
here.
here. It says, yes, welcome me. And the way how mine has progressed, it's progressed into a form of blood cancer. So, yeah, taking that all in, and this is where I turn around and say that I was someone that never shared this problem, because I didn't even share this problem with my own mum.
Ever? No. She never knew?
She never knew. She never knew. And this was something that I felt like I wish I did say to her. But then I felt with everything that was going on with her, me telling her that, I think that would, I don't know, I feel like I could have lost my mum a lot more earlier.
I was going to say that to you. Like, if you feel bad about that, because of how close you two were, it would have induced some kind of stress.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So, like, I just didn't want to say anything. There were certain members of my friends, very, very close friends that know me, that check on me, one being Freddie Nawaka. He's a very close friend of mine. I didn't even tell him.
Oh, wow.
He found out literally 3 years later. I've been dealing with the situation since 2019. So within my journey, I've had to have stem cell transplants as part of my treatment, blood transfusions.
Yeah.
Been on a case of steroids. But then also through that, it has caused a lot of complications within inside my body, where one of them is I have something called portal hypertension.
Okay.
And I've also got something called JAK2 mutation. JAK2 mutation is a mutation in the blood where I am prone to blood clots.
Oh, okay.
And through that, I also have something called, I also have things called varices that are inside my stomach that are little clots of blood, but then they are clots of blood that can burst and start bleeding and filling up my blood with my stomach with blood.
Isn't that right now, or was this back then?
It's still ongoing.
So what was the first one you said? Portal hypertension.
Portal hypertension.
What's that?
So portal hypertension is, of course, all of them are all linked.
Yeah.
So portal hypertension is, there is a clot that's in my portal vein. That is the vein that also leads down to where my, it's like the tube that actually leads from my kidneys to my liver, also back into my stomach, then also helps relieve pressure into my heart, and it's all connected through that way. So when that's blocked, it causes a whole load of kind of problems towards me. One of the problems is, I'm finding the most nicest way, don't have a regular bowel movement.
Okay.
It can be the fact of I have never had since from that time I have never had a regular one. And it's quite, when it gets to a very serious point of time, it is quite serious and very painful. I do also have a lack of energy. So I also have to have iron supplements.
Yeah.
During that time, they actually do iron transfusions for me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, so I go to the hospital, they schedule it, and they put me on a drip, and I have an iron transfusion. But then also, I'm also someone that is very hard to cannulate. So my veins do not like to.
You ain't got to tell us that. You don't need the doctor to know that.
my veins do not like to show. King's College had the amount of times I went to King's College Hospital in Camberwell, they had a poll going around saying
No way.
Yeah, saying that if you can get it the first time, the pot of money is yours. So it's so bad that they actually literally have to use an ultrasound to actually put a cannula into me.
Damn.
Because my veins are.
Is it because of your muscles?
It's a combination of both, but then it's also due to my portal hypertension, and also the way how my veins are. They don't like, if they get it in, they can find it. They may get the needle in, but it collapses it's very, very easy for it to collapse. So you've got to be they got to be literally very careful.
So with your cancer, like, is there a cure for it? Is there anything you can, like, what does treatment look like? Is there treatment?
The treatment for me at the moment to steadily help me is stem cell transplants.
Yeah.
The course of medication that I take, which is I'm a walking pharmacy. I have to take injections in my stomach in the morning.
Do it yourself?
Yes, I have to do it myself.
Every morning?
Every morning. I take probably within a day, maybe 10 different tablets. So, there's as much as active as I am, there are days that everyone does not see that I am totally in a whole load of pain. There's days where I can't move.
Yeah, sometimes like with the pain. So apart from your abdominal pain, it's like a full body pain as well.
It's a full body pain. I literally can't move.
Is it like like a sickle cell crisis kind of?
It is similar to that. Yes, it is similar to that because I literally shut down. I literally have a breakdown. I have a crisis where I can't move. If I try and move, any movement will hurt. I know the good thing is now I kind of get warning signs when it does happen.
Yeah, that's my next question.
So then when I do get warning signs, it's me literally just going straight to bed. Okay,
so that's what you need to do.
Yep, I have to go straight to bed, and obviously whatever medication I'm on, I take that really quickly. Even though maybe I may not be due a next set, but I have to take it really quickly, and then I'm probably out for the rest of the day. If I do get in that scenario, which I haven't been in that scenario in that kind of form, that puts me out like that for a while after the course of treatment and the medication they've been giving me, which has been helping. It has been a while since something like that's happened. It's been a while since I've vomited blood as well.
Thank God. So can I ask, what causes you to get in that crisis mode? Because obviously you're going to be doing a run. So I'm worried.
So it's actually, stress is one of the main things, and also getting angry.
Do you still do your job as security?
Sorry?
Do you still do your security job?
Do I still do it?
Yeah.
I still look after clients, yes, from time to time, but then most of the time I schedule the jobs out to my other members of staff.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Like more of an overseer, not in the field.
Yes.
Okay.
There's certain clients that will not go where anyone else, and
like
as long as I feel that I'm up to it, I can do it. I haven't done a world tour or anything like that for a very long while because of what's going on, and I just don't feel it's
worth the risk.
Definitely worth the risk. And I think my consultant will literally kill me if I try to do it. He'll say nope.
Something like that. Do you have to tell your clients that this is what it is? And then can that affect work?
It can do, yes. It can do. Some clients are very understanding. Some clients will be like, well, to send it, then you're a liability then. Because if that happens, how am I supposed to be protected? So then what I do is, if I feel that there could be a chance of that, I'll rather just schedule the job off to another member of staff. I just gotta gauge how I feel, how I've been for the last week. And then that would let me know if I can do the job or not. There was times where you would see me with someone nearly every single day. Now it's very rare you see me with, I very pick and choose what I have to do. And then I think I've got to that point where I can not make myself so much accessible.
Love that.
I had so many questions for you, I don't really think I got them anymore, to be totally honest with you.
Why not?
Why?
I'll take you on a journey.
Go on.
So, I was today years old when I found out. Basically, when I told someone that I was interviewing you today, they was like, "Oh, he had that incident on the train with the guy the other day."
Yes.
That was going viral.
Yes.
Now, I knew about this incident. I've known about it. Bare people were saying to me. My brother was telling me about it. People have been mocking you, saying all kinds of things about you and all those kind of things, which I thought I agreed with. Yeah. But I didn't know it was you. because I don't know for whatever reason I haven't pressed play. Like I don't, you know, like I don't care about
Yeah,
nothing.
this boy doesn't. Yeah.
I haven't pressed play. I haven't actually watched it. They gave me the gist of what was going on.
Yeah.
So I just was like, alright, and I just made my own opinion of it.
Right.
And when they said it was you, I started saying, oh, okay, so now the reaction kind of makes sense because I know you're a big guy and what you do and kind of stuff and the restraint and stuff like that. So basically he was on the train and someone was calling him all types of N-words and these things. And it was all getting heated. I feel like I heard that there was a point where you was like, say it again, like it's daring to do it, and then he did it, and then you didn't do nothing.
Right.
Which,
so
okay, let me land quickly.
Go on. I'll let you finish. I'll let you land.
So the whole time, so I was thinking like, okay, cool. I want to come here and unpack this. You know what I'm saying? And again, obviously, because I know who you are, I know you're a big guy, I know what you do and stuff like that. I kind of understand certain things. I thought I knew what angle you would come from. Yeah. But even sitting down and here speaking to you and hearing like all the stuff that you've been through and what you go through in life, now it kind of even makes even more sense to me why you took the
high road.
The high road, yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, I understand. I do understand.
Because in my mind, I was secretly coming there. I was coming there to ridicule you.
No, and I
not because I like banter and stuff like that, but that was my angle. I was going to lean into it.
No, I totally.
But then I listen to you now, and I'm like,
I will say that they captured the video.
So
pussy.
Yeah, I'm pussy, basically.
So okay, cool. So then I will get into that. So basically, what it was is that I was literally on my way back to a client. I actually that day I was looking after Wiz Khalifa.
It's recent.
This is recent. This is like last week. So so I went to Oxford Circus, went to go and get something from Oxford Street, jumped back on the Bakerloo line. As soon as I entered into the Bakerloo line, I saw that gentleman in question, as you can see, who's literally trying to irate. He was literally abusing a young woman literally who in the video you can see.
Defending a woman.
I was literally abusing her. Totally abusing her, calling her
all sorts.
And then I was like, no one's saying nothing. Now, I come from a family of women, a big family of women. I can't, regardless of if the woman was wrong, whatever, this is public. I can't personally take it.
Sit down and watch this, yeah.
So I got up and told her, look, just leave her alone. She ain't done you nothing. Or if she has, just leave her alone.
Yeah.
This is not the time or place to be doing that. So he switched his attention towards me. So I'm like, okay, fine. He's throwing all the racial abuse, everything else like that. He's throwing out certain people's names, which I'm not going to say, because it's a very well-known quote that someone else actually commented on it. Ashley Waters actually commented. He said that I'm getting very tiny temper Lisa Mafia. Yeah. So from there, I kind of knew this person had mental health issues.
Yeah.
Now, for me to cash out this brother, it doesn't make, regardless of how it looks, what was going on, I'm going to be the one who's going to get locked up.
Yep. And we can't have that.
And it's not gonna look good in my profession. Even though and you're right, I so wanted to. There was a moment where when he said it, I said that I'm gonna give you 5. And I said, that was what I said. I said, I'm gonna give you 5. Before I even got to 5, I even said the word 5, he said it. So I put down the cup and I was about to go over to do it. And then, no word of a lie, I felt like it was my mum, saw my family, everything, pull me back and said, he's not worth it.
And he's not.
He's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, even down to the other people on the train. Now, what makes me more disgusted about this whole, and I'm a little bit more angry about this situation, is no one was doing nothing. No one was ready to say nothing until I got up and said something. Then now everyone wants to now react. And
Was it react to him or react to you?
Now react to him and say, oh yeah, you shouldn't be saying that. Oh, leave the woman alone.
You'd be the only one to get arrested though. You'd be the only one to get arrested. And these people might not even stay around to write a statement.
And the thing about it is that the other view I was coming from was everyone was so fast to put out their mobile phone and record. But then within that same incident, why didn't someone turn around and say, leave the woman alone? You could have de-escalated that quickly, the whole situation from there. but no one wanted to do that. So the same people that even that gentleman who stopped me from literally hitting him and said, yeah, he's not worth it, I wanted to hit him as well.
Okay, someone actually said that to you, yeah.
Why didn't he jump in? If you felt like that and you saw me about to do that, why don't you say that before I even got there? And the other thing that was a lot of things that people didn't see from that video was there was a group of school kids on the train who are only around about between 5 to maybe 7 years old.
Oh, that's...
Going to London Zoo. Because from Oxford Circus, the next stop is Regent's Park, where you normally get up for London Zoo.
Yeah.
So I saw the lady with her school kids literally ushering the kids. There was one kid who was literally started to cry because he was so distraught with the way how the gentleman was talking.
Yeah.
So I don't know what other that kind of trauma that was bringing on for him. But he was literally, and I was like, no one's saying nothing. Everyone, I saw people literally like this in their mobile phones.
That's London now, though. That's mad, you know.
Now, I understand that, yes, you don't know what this guy is capable of. Yes, everyone should mind, to a certain extent, mind their own business. It's got nothing to do with them. But then, the way I look at it is like this. If that was your mum, or your sister, or your wife, and then you knew that she was being like that, and then let's say, for instance, it escalated to even something even further, and you thought, well, hold on, no one said anything on the underground. No one did nothing. But that's, in broad daylight at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
He's lucky it was you.
There was a story that was, sorry, trigger warning, but there's a woman that got raped on the train. There's people on the train. In broad daylight. It wasn't nighttime.
He should have got packed up, but I don't think he should have done that.
Yeah, like I feel like...
Like you personally, I feel like now with hindsight that you've done the right thing. But I still feel like he should have got put in a spliff.
But he should have got put in. It
should have been someone else.
I feel like he should have been his race mate.
I'll be honest with you, like,
his race mate should have been the one to do it.
And the funniest thing is that the person he was assaulting was a white woman. He was cussing out a white woman. Everybody who came to my to the defense to try to stop me from were white as well.
Yeah, they should have done it. It should have been a white on white situation.
Now I'm just wondering if it was a black woman who'd been abused like that from that gentleman, would have anyone said anything?
Well, apart from me, they didn't say nothing.
For the white woman, they didn't say nothing for the black. What?
So
if you had stepped in, they would have arrested you and the black woman.
And then it's also the response of the British Transport Police, because during the time we were at Regent's Park, that train was held at that platform for 20 minutes.
And they didn't...
Well, because of the incident. Because of the incident. It was held there for 20 minutes. No police.
Yeah, they couldn't bothered.
No police.
Selective. But you haven't got like in issues with it, or they haven't contacted you about anything or anything like that?
It's actually crazy. The police actually put out a request for me to contact them on Twitter. And then one of the officers who did do that was someone who's actually has dealt with this gentleman before.
Oh, okay. And
he said, look, I'm not going to be the person, when I spoke to him, I'm not going to be the person investigating this or dealing with this. Yeah. But the only reason I'm reaching out to you in that is because I have a specific background and history with this gentleman. So it is going to be passed on to someone else who's going to be investigating it. Are you happy to proceed and press charges? Well, I didn't clap in one. So yeah, I am happy. Something needs to happen. And to be honest, and I said this, and then I said this in some of the comments. I said this to myself. I actually, during the video, you actually see me doing it. I started praying. Because I said, this guy needs prayer. No, he needs help.
Yeah, trouble in there.
He needs help. In there. Because the thing is that I know for a fact, if I do that, I could just flick him.
No, he would fall. He would jump over to the other side of the platform and like, oh my gosh. And that's the thing. And then now, everything you got going, that's it. That's done.
I've destroyed everything.
And they would just look at your size and the fact you're a black man, and they'll just be like, that's it. They wouldn't look at what was happening. They wouldn't look at the fact that you were trying to defend this woman. They wouldn't look at the fact that there was kids there that were crying. They don't care about all of that. It's
and
like
then
you
they'll look at my extensive history or what my jobs. They'll look at what
I've like, oh, he's a thug.
Everything else like that. Yep. They'll tell me, I say, yep, we're going to make an example of you.
Yep. That's exactly what they're going to do.
So something...
Sorry. Aren't you a weapon, though?
Yes, I am.
So they'll proper through the book at you because you should know better.
Yes, they would. Especially my time of being in the army. They should know that I should know restraint. I should know self-control.
Police has to sleep.
So that is one of the main reasons why I didn't do anything. And if I did do something, then I wouldn't be here talking to you guys today.
Would have satisfied Marg and his boys. terrible.
Yeah, we
and
can't
you'd
have
be
that.
locked
This is
up.
literally what we talked about yesterday.
Imagine.
Like, there's a lot of respect.
Yeah,
in
well,
that.
he still should have got packed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but by somebody else. Then.
I just
this-
don't think you should have done it. That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
this is the funniest
Like,
thing
two
is that
things can be true at the same
after
time.
that video
That's why
got
the
really-
guy's lucky.
And then that's the thing. The funniest thing is that
Bless.
after that video got released, someone sent me a DM who worked in a homeless shelter. That guy came into the homeless shelter and did the same thing the next day.
See, that's why you got
And-
to mash them up. So
And some guys from the homeless shelter beat him up.
Well, that'll have it. That'll do it. You got some. I told you so. People have the day they deserve, man. You just got to sit it out sometimes. Just wait.
look at God.
Won't he do it?
All right. Cool.
But yeah, your run, please.
So thank you very much, Edmund. You are going to be running for a particular charity, particular
Yes,
cause.
I am.
yes.
All right. Just let's end on that, and then I
gotta
need
come
to,
back.
I
Please
need to
come
know
back.
about
No, yeah,
your life with your first family. That I want to hear about because I was Surrey, 2 different races,
Brixton,
4
you know.
parents, growing up, primary school. I want to hear about all of that, and then the contrast was now coming to Brixton. Obviously going to a black school. It's not really a black school. It's just populated by black children.
Yep.
And I want to know how when is you went to Ghana, how that was for you because there's black British and then there's Ghana.
Yeah,
There's
that
Ghana,
was,
child.
that was a whole difference. I mean, I can remember when I didn't bring one of my books in the class.
No, don't do
Oh,
that.
yeah, you
Don't
get-
do that.
I'm just
Don't even start. You have to go at 10:30. And I know you're sticking for time.
With time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
No,
please tell us about the
fine.
run.
tell us about
The run, please.
Yes, I am doing Race for Life for cancer. It's not the only one I'm actually signed up for.
Okay.
I felt like someone who's going through this experience, I wanted to do something and help other people.
Yeah.
I felt that I've spoken to friends, doctors, and consulted and said that, is it something I can do? They said, yep, as long as you make sure you take your medications, everything else like that. Don't over push yourself. Just try and do as much as you can. And I just want, personally, I just wanted to do something.
That's amazing. That's really good. When is it?
The first one I'm doing is actually scheduled on the 25th, but that one has had to be I've had to postpone that one.
Okay.
The reason why is I'm actually going into hospital to have one of my procedures this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So I won't be able to make that particular one. So I've already spoken to Cancer Research. They know about it. So they said to me, yep, that's fine. Especially the hospital I'm going to be going to. It's the only hospital that deals with my particular case is Cambridge University.
Okay.
So I'll be admitted into Cambridge this Sunday. I probably will be there for around about maybe 3 weeks. So, and I'll probably
in the hospital.
Yeah. So I'll probably be because they're going to do something called a TIPS procedure, which is something where they're going to try and help with my portal vein blockage.
Okay.
So that will take a lot of stress of certain things and the pain away from me on certain lot of things. So I'm going to do that this coming weekend. So I shall be ready for another one, which is going to be scheduled in June.
Lovely.
So I'll be doing that one. So any of the fundraising that I've put together for this one on the 25th will be transferred
To the one in June.
to the one in June.
And then where can people get the link to donate?
The link is actually on my Instagram page, which is Angel Security Firm.
Say that again. Sorry.
Angel Security Firm.
Okay. Lovely.
It's on my page. The link's there. Also, I post it more or less every single day in my stories. So yeah, please help support. It's for a good cause. Yeah. And it's one of these things that you never know that
It's mad, man.
it could be someone that anyone in your family could unfortunately transmit, which I pray to God that never happens, but it is something that can happen.
Yeah. I pray your procedure goes well. It will go well.
Amen. So I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to remove the link that was pinned in this particular chat. It's your fundraising link, by the way, right?
Okay.
Because I just heard that you ain't going to be running just yet.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm going to say when you come back,
No, no,
before,
No. Excuse me. No. You are very cheeky.
Wait.
It still needs. You don't fundraise just for you
it's
to
still
do a
there. I
race.
haven't removed it yet because I wanted an active. Don't
but
know.
it's still active.
But
though.
when he comes back before the run, he can promote the real link.
No, babes. Are you hear what you're saying?
I fully hear what I'm saying. I fully hear what I'm saying.
you're committed to what you're saying.
I don't know if I'm being cheeky. I
You
don't
are.
know. I don't think I'm being cheeky.
I don't think it makes sense. There's my truth.
Fair enough. How about you, Marks? You started
Because-
a bit wild, then you got measured a bit.
You don't fundraise the
It's
day
not
before you
wild,
go. You go
You
running.
did. You did. You said you wanted to basically lead into the cussing him.
That's not wild. I was telling you my truth. I
I
didn't
mean,
do it.
First of all,
what he wanted to talk about was something that, to be honest, a lot of people, even to this day, are still talking to me about, and they still see. So
Fair enough,
that
he
is
wanted
a
to
real
ridicule
thing.
you. He wanted to ridicule you.
But I didn't.
But he didn't. And do you know what? To be honest, I haven't responded to half majority of the people who have been ridiculing me online. I've seen comments where, oh yeah, he's big for nothing. Oh, someone's turned around and said, Holden, you're wearing a Dragon
Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z's top. You didn't go Super Saiyan on him. Like, you need to take that top off. Don't ever wear it again. Like, I've seen those comments.
I want to talk about masculinity when you get back. You understand?
We have to.
I want you to look
Have
at
to.
Margs when you're talking about masculinity, and because he believes. In fact, let me not get into this because when you come back, in fact, I'm gonna donate with this link, and I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
do it with the other link.
And also, can you just leave the link?
I will
People-
leave the
no,
link
wait, no.
here.
People in the chat agree with me.
To be honest, I want to tempt him back in it.
No, he's coming back either way.
I'm coming back. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm coming
This
back.
is an honest
I'm
man.
coming back.
Come back either
I keep
way.
to my word.
All right.
And I want to see. I want to. Oh, look. As much as
You're
He got
honestly,
bait.
you're so
He
interesting.
got bait.
I hope you write a book one day. Are you gonna write a book one day?
um,
You should. You've lived. That your life is life in.
do you
Boy.
know what? If I could, do you know what? Yeah, I've never thought about it.
You're
I
very
really
interesting.
haven't. I've never thought about
You're
it.
very interesting. Very, very interesting. You got so many stories. I feel like you got so many life lessons. You've seen so much stuff. You experience things, and I think the way you experience things and just your outlook on life, it's amazing.
I mean, I can keep it real with this. I've seen things. I have made a lot of mistakes for myself
Yeah.
towards things and certain scenarios and things in my life. But yeah, I definitely have learned from them. I'll definitely
And that's
never make
amazing.
those. I'll definitely never make those mistakes again.
I say you consider it.
As much as he wanted to roast me, I do have a lot of love for this gentleman. See him all the time.
do you know
I see him. I see him all the time, and I'll be like, always try and take care of him and protect him in many ways as possible.
Come on, man. You got me.
You know what I
man.
mean?
Do you know I'm so glad though? When you brought the video, I was so glad you never did done out here on it. Because I thought that would have been very awkward.
Very awkward.
Very awkward.
Very awkward.
So I'm glad you never clicked play on that video.
But if I clicked play and I saw it was him, I wouldn't have done it.
Okay. Okay.
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah, nepotism. I love it, man.
This
All
is
right.
nepotism.
100%. 100%. Thank you very
you so
much,
much.
Edmund.
We do
you
have
for
questions
having
we usually ask our guests, but I want you to. I think when you come back, we can do them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm totally honoured. I feel like, hey, mum, I made it.
No, honestly, you've been amazing. Please tell people your Instagram page as well.
Yes, my Instagram page is Angel Security Firm.
Nice.
IG.
Lovely. That's amazing.
All
Thank you
right,
so much
man.
for coming. Honestly,
Thank you.
this has been a great conversation. And we
I
kept you
appreciate it.
6-7 minutes longer than.
Oh no, it's fine.
Scheduled.
Don't worry. It's called the Heathrow Express. So I'm gonna go run down for that, and I'll be at the airport as soon as possible.
Lovely.
So that's
Thank you
fine.
so much. And
Alright,
I pray
thanks for
your
coming down, man.
procedure goes really
Oh,
well on
thank you. I
Sunday.
appreciate it.
And stay healthy.
I
And
will.
we'll see you back here.
Yes, you shall.
The
I
chat
shall.
said I was very rude, so I apologize for what I just did. I really apologize. I hope you forgive me.
Please forgive him. Please
Thank
forgive
you,
him.
thank you, thank you.
He was trying to build suspense to the next
100%.
episode.
100%.
Yeah, he was trying to lure you back in.
I lost my mind.
You did. You did.
It's all right.
Can't take you nowhere.
Just don't gun him in his own personal comments.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
They love doing that anyway. But lovely. Thank you so
All right,
much for
thank you
joining
so
us.
much,
We
man.
really appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me. Thank you,
See you soon.
madam. Thank you for so much.
Oh, I've never called him madam before. I love that. You are rude in this room. You just call me Esther. Esther anyhow. Esther. So you have the cheat to call me S.
I hear my mom in my back of my head.
They just address you anyhow, innit?
Anyhow, can you imagine? All right, what are we doing next
So
now?
if I hang around with this guy, I'll probably convert into that as well.
Thank you so much. See you later.
Brother.
All right. You got two asking for friends.
Yeah.
Have
So
you got your
it's
advice
exact-
hat on?
Huh?
You've got your advice hat on.
I've got my new black hat on.
Period. Hi, Brent. Hi, Brent. Hope you well. Sorry. Excuse me. The rest of us are on the show. Okay, let Brent give you the advice then. Hi, Brent. Hope you're well. May you read this on the morning show if you've got time. We do. We'll try to keep it short. I've had a crush. Oh, I like stuff like this. I've had a crush on this guy for the longest time, and recently he approached me and we've been talking. The thing is, he has a bit of a reputation, #womanizer, and I just can't get past that. He has been really sweet and stuff, but like I can't get this off my mind. Another thing he wants to keep us on the Another thing he wants to keep us on the down low, which I'm okay with because I also don't really want to be associated with him, or rather to be known as the next girl. My dilemma is, should I continue to have some fun and ignore the 1,000 red flags, or should I shut it down? At first, I was scared to continue because I was worried I might fall. But honestly, I don't think that will happen. Because 1, he sort of gives me the ick now. 2, I feel nothing when we get physical, like nothing in my body moves. Also, one of his exes is a girl I have recently become friends with. #very conflicted. Keep up the good work.
At first, I thought this was one of my things, but then
You're on.
when it got to the end, I was like, oh, no. This can't be me.
Because she said the ick part.
Could never be me.
I can never listen.
Talk about her body ain't moving. You must be mad. That could never. Bodies be moving. Yeah? It's like she be feeling pain.
You are a mug.
I'm just saying.
So what thing about me?
One thing about me?
That better go move. Okay. All right. So, first of all, I feel like I keep saying this. We keep using the word ick wrong. No man who gives you the ick. Like, you don't want to be around men that give you the ick. So I think the word is being misused. Kind of how people use what's it called, narcissism and misogyny and all these things wrong. I don't think that man gives you the ick. I feel like if you want to have a good time, then fair enough. I do think you will end up liking the guy. I also don't really believe women when they say that a guy wants to keep something down low and they're like, oh, I don't mind because I don't really want people to know my business as well. There's a difference between someone keeping you secret and being private. Do you get what I mean? Personally, I'll be honest with you. I do think you're going to chop breakfast at the end of all of this. But if you feel like it's worth it, it doesn't sound like it's worth it. He don't make your body... Like, what's she doing this for, sorry? He don't make your body move. He gives you the ick. He's a known whore.
And his ex is...
And his ex is not your new friend.
Your new brethren. She's already gave all the reasons why she don't want to do this
Girl,
anyway. So
cut it
I don't
off.
even know what I don't know what advice she's asking for.
That's a waste of
she
body.
knows what she wants to do.
That's a waste of body.
She set it all up, sounding all nice, but by the end of it, she just let her true feelings out there, which is all the problems.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what you're even conflicted about, because
there's no conflict. I don't know what's the conflict.
There's not even no
about.
dilemma. Your body don't even move.
Your body. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, having sex with somebody, your body's not moving is wild. That's just a waste of bodily fluids. There's actually no need for any of this. I think you need to let it go and let go.
Let it go.
Brent, could she address you? You got anything different to say?
When you say body's not moving, what are y'all talking about?
I'm talking about like, so when they're having coitus,
she's not feeling no sensations.
Nothing. She's not feeling in her brim. I'm so childish.
Oh, she's not feeling the butterfly.
She's not feeling
energy.
No. Like she's not feeling nothing. She's not feeling no butterfly. She's not feeling no nothing. She's not feeling her stomach. She's not feeling her brain. Nothing. It's nothing.
So she's saying that it's fun.
It's empty.
It's empty. That doesn't sound fun.
But it doesn't sound fun though, because she's trying to say like, oh, should I just keep having fun? But you're not having fun. He gives you the ick. He doesn't make your body move. You don't want anyone to know you're talking to him. You're now friends with his ex. Where's the fun? Sounds very dead.
So if you were to look at this objectively,
as I am,
and you were a therapist, how would you?
Oh, if I was a therapist,
yeah.
Oh, I think she's got
the conflicting messages in this particular thing, right?
So as a therapist, I would tell you that you've just told me every single reason why you should not be there. But what is that's making you want to be there? And I think that she just wants some form of companion. But this is empty companion because it's not meeting the needs of the companionship that you actually desire. So it's empty, and it would never give you that.
Read the words that you wrote out loud.
Yeah. So read it again.
Yeah, you read it again. Not in your head. Use your outside voice. because you stated clearly how you feel. There's no real conflict.
Yeah.
It's when you signed off. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I think she likes attention. I feel like it's just attention. That's it. But then it's just attention, actually. That's all he brings. That's all he's giving her. Because he's not giving her affection and love or anything like that. It's just attention. He wants to keep your secret. So you're basically just a link. But you like that feeling.
It's like when people say
It's
but,
empty.
and I tell you, everything before the but's bullshit. So you know when they prop you up, like, you know, like, I really like
I really love you, and
but everything before the but
It's bullshit.
is nonsense. Is the afterwards
I never thought of that.
Is how you feel, innit? She hasn't put a butt here, but she propped us up with the initial
All the
stuff and the words to the tear. But then when she's saying with her dilemma is just have fun, just ignore it. And then after that, she just said everything about how she feels. Because initially she was scared that she was going to fall in love. You've sampled it, you've played around with it, and now you're not even worried about that because X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And X, Y, and Z is the answers that she's looking for.
Yeah. Can I say as well, if you think you're going to fall for somebody, you will. You will.
Serious?
Yeah. Sometimes it's the guys you didn't mean to like that you like. And it's even worse because they're the ones that disrespect you. You're thinking, people like you. People like your ass.
Is it possible to sex feelings into somebody?
Of course.
Talk to me about that. What's the chemist? What's the science behind it?
Behind that.
Whatever hormones get released during sex, it's just because love is just a misconception of emotions.
I think sex is a misconception of emotions. We're literally the opposites.
That's profound, isn't it?
Where's Gina back?
She needs to fight you one of these
Yeah,
days.
she needed to hear that. It will tip the balance.
She actually needs to fight you one of these days.
All right, so you're saying that one shouldn't make any decisions if sex is in the mix because it will be compromised.
Well, you can, yeah, because a lot of people think they love someone, and when you ask them, like, why do you love them? Like, I've had this conversation, I've had it with friends before, and she loved him, rare. Why do you love him? And she got nothing to tell me, because I'm from the outside looking in, I can see their relationship, I know what they do, I know their interactions, rest to the tear. Why do you love this person? You can't tell me nothing tangible, to get me, like what he does, rest that and whatever. It's sex, it's the sex. He's blowing your back out, and like you're saying, you feel it, and he's coming all in your brain. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's setting deep, and it's taking root. And them emotions that you feel, them chemicals that get released when you're having sex, is mashing you up. And that's all it really is. There's actually nothing here to love. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, there's nothing going on there. You're not dating like that. You're not spending no time. You can't even rely on this person. There's no emotional support. There's no nothing. You get me? He's just slamming your brains out for you. It messes people up. You get what I'm trying to say? It's hard to make sensible decisions when, yeah.
Does it happen with men too?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Some man can love pom pom so much. Because a lot of men get whipped, yeah. And that's when they say it's like pussy whipped, yeah. And it's not necessarily...
That's the worst.
It's not necessarily love. You know what I'm trying to say? Again, you might think to yourself and conflate all the things and romanticize what's going on. But really, the pom pom's just got you in a way. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just sex and that. It's just the lust overriding. Again, it's a misconception of these emotions that you're feeling. That's
Fair. So maybe she has got feelings and she's fighting it whilst...
So you don't think she's being
I don't
honest
think
with
so.
herself?
I feel like people that catch feelings, when they're telling you about a guy and they're trying to ask you for advice or whether they should be with them or not, they tend to sell the person to you. So she would have done things like, he pays attention to me, texts me back, but then he's got this reputation. The sex is dead and stuff like that. But then afterwards he does it. Do you know what I mean? They always...
Let's start again from the
stuff
top.
like that.
Let's walk through it from the
Oh,
top.
Lord.
Just from the top.
From the top. I was going to start singing Cardi B. I've had a crush on this guy for the longest time, and recently he approached me and we've been talking.
All right. So...
The crush.
Yeah, so...
Crush don't help. That's
100%.
I didn't problem.
100%. All right, cool, continue.
So I feel like, yeah, maybe the crush is probably what she's holding on to, but that's just a fantasy. Because then you get to know the real person and he ain't even up to the question. So the thing is, he has a bit of a reputation, #womanizer, and I just can't get past that.
All right, so he's a womanizer?
Yep, and she can't get past it.
And she can't, but she still has this crush.
She still has a crush.
Right.
He has been really sweet and stuff, but like I can't get his past off my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing he
So
wants
she's fighting. She's in conflict right now.
barely.
Right.
He wants another thing he wants to keep us on the down low, which I'm okay with. She sounds like someone that has feelings here, compromising on her values. I don't think you want to keep it shit on the down low, sis.
She does, because she doesn't want anybody coming to her as a woman.
That's a
because
lie.
she knows who he is and
She's
what his story
conflicted.
is.
She's
She
conflicted.
can't
No,
do
but
the hard
that's- but
one
that's
because
not-
she posts him. People are going to be like,
But that's not why she said that though.
this is this your like,
That's not her
this-
reason for wanting to be on a down low. Her reason is, I don't want to be associated with him or be known as the next girl.
As the next girl, so what the next, not his next conquest. It's the same thing. It's all with the embarrassment. It's like, okay, because you're just the next in line and you're gonna move on. And it's like I'm saying, people coming to you as a woman or passing their opinions that you don't care nothing about. And like, is this really what you're doing? It's like, yes, this is what I'm doing. Actually, furthermore, let me just do it low key in peace, so I'm not getting bothered or embarrassed.
Okay. My dilemma is, should I continue to have fun and ignore the 1,000 red flags, or should I shut it down?
All right. So she's having fun.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
With red
Well,
flags.
you say that, but then the next part of
That's why
that
I
doesn't
said
imply
there is
no
a
fun.
conflict in the message itself. So continue. So I'm not even counting the end of the message. I don't believe it. Continue.
Okay.
At first, I was scared to continue because I was worried I might fall. But honestly, I don't think that will happen because 1, he sort of gives me the ick now. 2,
Bear in mind, in my mind, she's now listening to things so that she kind of looks like a reputable woman
tough.
whilst we are reading this particular thing.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I am getting.
I feel nothing when we get physical, like nothing in my body moves. Thoughts?
That's the biggest. That's the.
I don't
that's
You know,
the
believe
she,
it.
biggest.
she didn't just say I feel
I
nothing.
don't
She said,
believe it.
She said she tried to explain to us like nothing, y'all.
We gotta take her at our word.
I don't believe it.
Also, one of his exes is a girl I have recently become friends with. Listen, yeah. All I'm saying is that
Sister wives, that could work.
that girl might fuck her shit up. You mess with her ex, she might finish you. This is what I think, yeah. I feel like you're being silly. I don't think that you should waste your time, your body, connections, spirits, and all that energy and stuff on this person that is, the sex is dead. He's saying he's a hoe. You don't want to be seen with him. You don't want to be known as the next girl. There's too many negatives. You've only given me 2 positives, that he's really sweet and stuff. And stuff don't even count, because what's and stuff? So, girl, you're wasting your time. I don't know. I honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what the dilemma is here, because you're saying should you carry on having fun, but you haven't told me one fun you've had.
I believe her.
Of course, I believe her.
I don't understand what you're saying you believe. The first part or the second part? They're two
All of
different
it.
parts.
The second part.
All right, thank you. So you believe the second part?
I believe the first part as well.
Interesting.
Because the first one she's saying about he has a reputation. He's a womanizer. She can't get past that. She's mentioned twice that she can't get past the fact that he's a womanizer. So if you can't get past something, it's an issue for you. Like, it's an issue. And maybe part of why the reason why it's dead is because every time you're having sex with him, you think of the 1,000 women he's had sex with. So you're not just having sex with him, you're having sex with over 1,000 women. And so maybe that's part of what gives her the ick as well.
You're now telling her to get out of her own head. She's blocking.
I'm telling her to
pleasure.
get out of the whole situation.
I don't know if she wants to. She
She doesn't want to.
She already
I'll
knows
be real
what
with
it
you.
is.
She actually doesn't want that. When you think about it, actually, she doesn't want to.
Of course.
Because there's too many negatives here.
She's not having fun. And she's still here.
Do you know
Of course
what?
She doesn't.
Yeah. She's hashtag very conflicted. I believe that.
I believe it too.
Well, okay. We do the second one.
Yes, please.
Hi guys, I'm Chris. I've been a listener. Hi Chris. I've been a listener for just over a year, but started to tune in live recently. I have a question for you all. Morning, Chris. I hope you're watching live. It came to me because of something that happened regarding my son, and it reminds me of Dwayne's situation. With regards to the young man Dwayne, he just needs to keep trying. Yet him feeling a type of way because of not being desired by who he wants reminds me of my son's dilemma. My eldest son just turned 17 years old, and he told my wife and I he is interested in girls and wouldn't mind having a girlfriend soon. I'm happy for him, but I need to be honest. Bit of a backstory. Me and my wife had our son really young at 18, 19, and in order for us to raise him properly, we had to work really hard to give him the best. So I got two free jobs from a young age, earned some money, and moved out the end, and we've lived in Kent since. Big up you, Father of the Year. Brent Westerhorn, please.
All the time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We have a daughter as well, who's 10, and it's mad to see the contrast between how me and my wife from Barking were when we were younger in comparison to them in Kent. My wife and I are firm believers that the environments that you grew up in are very important. My kids both went to public school in the Croydon area, as we thought we still wanted them to be around as many black kids that look like them. Back to my son. He is a bit of a brainiac and looks like Steve Urkel. Who's that?
Urkel.
I'll show you.
Shall I keep reading?
Yeah.
He's got big glasses and is stupidly academic. Oh, love that. A young prime minister. He's a massive bookworm and loves tennis and is genuinely just a good, well-behaved boy that deserves the best. Aww. But my dilemma is my son really does seem to struggle with finding girls, especially black girls, and I don't have any proper advice for him because we were his age not that long ago. I asked my wife if you can remember being 17. Would you be interested in a guy like my son? And she was honest. She's funny. Oh, yes. Oh, he's cute. Where is it? Yeah, so I asked my wife if you can remember being 17, would you be interested in a guy like my son? And she was honest and said no. And started crying because she knows how much of a good guy he is, but he would constantly get overlooked or never seen. Oh, guys. It kind of reminded me of how when guys have younger sisters or daughters, they really regret how they treat women or have treated women in the past and really consider how they do so and navigate moving forward. I don't want my son to cosplay and be another boy or be someone he isn't to get girls because a lot of boys do that. Heck, I did that when I was younger, but it seems that him being himself causes friction. Should I be brutally honest with my son and say that maybe girls don't find him attractive? No! Sorry. No.
Because that's a lie.
Chris? No. And break his confidence. Should I tell him the typical thing of nice guys finish last? No. What should I do and how should I handle helping my son around this? I'd like to hear Muggs' opinion on this, knowing he has a son. And Eman's, well, can you show me Eman, please? Okay. Because I'm aware he's a father, but all of your opinions would be valid. You can't tell your son. Okay, I know you asked for Muggs and Eman first, but I'm a woman and I will speak first. I don't think you should tell your son that. I think, do you know what I think people keep forgetting with, like, when it comes to matters of love, yeah? People find who is for them. And I find that people really project on, like, other people's experiences and stuff. So you might see your son and think that he might not get girls and whatever, but you're going off the kind of girls that you liked when you were 17 and you're going off, like, your knowledge and stuff like that. Like, the right girl, the girl that's meant for him will find him and it'll be the most beautiful thing. I feel like if you tell your son that girls might not find him attractive, you're going to knock his confidence. So if he's walking around this earth thinking, you hold your breath, if he's walking around this earth thinking that he's like he's confident and he's fine with himself, how he looks and stuff, once you plant that seed in his head, it's not going to be great. And also as well, like, he's 17, around that age, puberty and all that kind of stuff, you have insecurities of your own. What's the other question? Should I tell the typical things of nice guys finish last? I think that what you should do when it comes to that, I feel like if he tells you about girls not liking him back or, like, reject him or whatever, just let him know that it's not necessarily a reflection of, like, who he is as a person. Because nice guys, unfortunately, do finish last. But I don't think that, I feel like telling him nice guys finish last might make him then feel like I need to be someone else to get girls. I think that you should just uplift your son, and I think that let him be his own person and let him get the girl that he needs to get for himself. Like, you might not think he's saucy or wavy, but there might be stuff about him that girls like that you can't see because you're his dad. Big up, Krista, you're a great dad.
I think you should just let him live, man.
He's 17 as well, you know.
That's what I'm saying, because like we say all the time on this show, like every pot has a lid. You know what I'm trying to say? He hasn't. I don't know whether he's expressed to you that he wants black girls. Maybe that's what you desire for him. But if he hasn't desired that, and he's open to on the United Nations thing, then he still stands a chance, because black men are always the prize. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but they still, like, it still works. And also he has his tribe in that as well. There's nothing wrong with him being academic and all that kind of stuff, because there's science bitches out here that are on votes as well. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, his like in his field, in his crew, there's going to be women that are attracted to him, attracted to academia, attracted to smarts and knowledge, and still being daring. There's science nerds that are in their fields. They're LeBron James of science. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say? And all the science bitches want them. So he'll be fine. I think, you get me? Like, it's like just like normal growing up. If you're going to give your son dating advice or advice with women, that's just normal. I think anybody's going to need that. He's going to need that growing up, because he don't know what he don't know. so you could just help him there. I don't think you need to say anything about. I don't think you need to project about who he is or what he's like, because again, I don't even know what kind of circles he in. What he's, I don't know like what you want. What are you saying? Like you want him with some baddies or something like that? That might not be his story. That's not. You get what I'm trying to say? Like so. To think he's gonna struggle getting girls, he's only young, he hasn't really gone out into that world yet. We don't even know, we don't know that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I think you should just help him along the journey, give him the birds and the beads talk, and any advice he might need for women and that kind of stuff, and just help him along his journey. And because you don't know how it's gonna pan out, innit? Like, so I think he'll be all right, because there's somebody for everybody, really.
Word.
You get me? Like I said, I don't know whether you're projecting a bit, whether you're thinking he's going to get the kind of person you would want him to be with, but I haven't heard about the type of person he wants to be with. You get me? He's into girls. You haven't vocalized what kind of girls he's into. So I think he'll be all right. But again, the fact that you're even comparing it to the Dwayne situation, I think that he's probably thinking to himself, he's putting his fears out there into the world and saying that my son ain't going to be able to get no fine black women like that. Oh, is this Chris? Is this Chris? Let's get it in real time, man.
Morning, Chris.
No, can you call back, please? I've now activated the phone, the burner.
Do you reckon that's Chris?
I think it's Chris.
I don't think so.
Not much I to hear from anywhere else.
I'm a hater.
No, who's that? Who's trying to chime in?
That better
be Dwayne.
Hello?
Chris.
Hello.
Morning. How's it going?
Who's speaking?
Morning. Who's speaking? Sorry.
RJ.
Oh. Why are you?
Were you speaking to someone else?
I'm playing. Morning, RJ. How are you guys?
Wait, has my man said he's gonna call in?
No. We were just
we're just being
projecting
silly.
and hoping.
What's up? What's on your mind? What do you think?
Bullies, I'll keep it quick. No, in regards to this subject matter, yeah, because I remember when I was an everyday boy at 17, and man won't really get girls like that, yeah. Listen, man, you just gotta tell your son, you gotta take them L's, man, while you're still young. Because that's another thing as well. I think people don't always speak about, when people see discourse about like boys and girls when they're young in college, everyone talks about their wins and no one talks about their losses. Brother, the average guy was holding hella L's, bro, in college. It is what it is. And that's what you got to tell your son. Listen, man, you're going to hold bare L's. You got to learn from their L's. And then as you progress in life, you learn from their L's. You get a bit of edge to you, and the girls will come. And then, because that's just what it is. Sometimes in life, it's not always going to be like, rah, I want girls. And because guess what? We all watch shows, and you know them high school shows, like them American shows, and you know when they do that, eventually you'll get your girl in, you know, college or high school. It's not like that. I'm sorry. Sorry to burst the bubble. It's not like that. The average person will take hella L's, and that is it's just a course of life. And then the more you take them L's, the more you got to go back to the drawing board, learn to, you know, where you went wrong. And then you keep on going, and then hopefully at uni, that's where you get your first W's.
You gotta wait till uni.
And then hit the gym as well, man.
He's 17. He's in uni next year.
Next year, man.
He's going uni next year. He's 17.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get all the mistakes. That's one of the best things that happened to me. I remember I was at sixth form because I went to all boys school. So then I went to sixth form fresh. I was making the worst mistakes ever. Nasty. I look back and I think, look at Unique. But honestly, it was the best thing to happen to me. Because once I got to uni, fresh start, bam, I've got so many L's out of the way that I would rather have had in college, that's sixth form, rather than go to uni and have that happen. And the fact that he's saying that, right, your son's bare smart, and like Mars was saying, double down on that. Mm-hmm. Go into that field, because listen, here's the thing as well, yeah. Explain to your son that there are going to be bare ugly ducklings around you, and the smart babes are going to turn buff when you go into uni. Because I remember leaving sixth form, seeing certain girls a couple years after that were the geeks, and I said, oh, say less. I said, yo, hey, these girls turn into buffers.
You're a
So yeah, nah, man, take time, man. You're 17, I get it. You watch like all them. I don't know how the teenage shows are nowadays, but I remember growing up, all them typical American teenage shows, and then they always do the fairy book ending for the geek gets his love in the college, and it doesn't happen like that, man. I'm sorry, this is real life. Go learn from them L's. Double down on being the academic boy that you are, and then hit the gym as well, man. Listen, the girls will come in the future, but you got to double down on who you are first before the girls come. That's the real.
Yeah, he'll be all right. It's just you just got to focus on that academics and make him be the best version of himself he can be, because the best in class get it. The best in class get it. If you see, if you're in the top of your field, yeah, like you see that elite people that are at the top of their fields, they're gonna get it, and I don't care what
they will come.
I don't care what you do. If you are elite and if you're at the top high end of what you do, there's gonna be people that admire you and that like you, and people who know who you are and respect it from everything. That's what I say. Even science man, lecturers, authors, anything. If you're a top boy, you're gonna have groupies in your field, because the people who know know.
There's groupies in everything.
Absolutely.
Chris says, "I don't care what my son brings home. I just want." Oh, this is Chris. Morning, Chris.
Morning.
I don't care what my son brings home. I just want a good, honest way to tell him the harsh realities of being a guy and what he's going through. What he's going through. I can call in tomorrow, not now.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I feel like sometimes people just want, like, fair enough, innit? But sometimes you need to be harsh. Like, if your child doesn't come to you to tell them anything yet, excuse me, RJ, relax 1 second. Let me finish the sentence. So, but yep, I didn't even finish it yet. But say like your kid hasn't gone for anything. He hasn't told you like girls don't like him or anything like that. He's just existing, and you're gonna just be harsh with him out of nowhere. Let him move to a girl and come back and be like, oh, like a girl rejected me or something like that, and then be like, oh yeah, this is da.
You're saying he wants to know what I would say to my son. Obviously, we're all projecting. If I was of the mindset that my son was,
like Chris's son,
and
bookworm,
all that kind of things, and maybe seen as by society less desirable, whatever. But I wouldn't share that information with him, if that makes sense. Because I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to project any of my thoughts or insecurities or whatever onto him, kind of thing. I would make up my mind that that's who he is. You know what I'm trying to say? I'll talk about him behind his back, like, oh man, this boy is in trouble. This boy don't stand a chance. But I ain't gonna tell him that. That's crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? Plus, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna meet out there and who's not gonna like him. Like I said, I can just advise him and help him navigate life, like what you're saying, the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs from relationships, women, these kind of things. Like I said, the birds and the bees, how to conduct yourself in relationships, how to treat women, and maybe like things that I believe might can help you. Like little personality things, had to have like little, I don't know, just to get some motion in that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like things that might be able to help him along. I don't know whether he can take them and implement them or not. But like I'm saying, I think you just help him. I'll just try my best to help him along with his journey. Just as and when it comes, react to the situations. Oh, what you got, little girl you're talking to now? Okay, cool. So what's the situation? Where? And then try and help
navigate
him. And try and navigate that. I wouldn't put out there that I already think he can't get no gal.
Because if he does, his wedding speech, you're the hater he's speaking of. You know, like rappers do with the teachers. Yeah. His daddy was the hater. He said, "My daddy said I won't go and get a girl. Look at this, but for the my mum." That's what he's gonna say.
Depending on the relationship, you can laugh it off. Depending on the relationship, you can just be like, "Where, man done the remontada. I came back. I got the goal." But yeah, like listen, man. The harsh realities of being a boy, that's just what it is. And I know it's not cool for man to speak on their L's, because everyone wants to act like they got girls from early. Majority of people didn't, man. I was really out. I saw us all fail, man. We all failed. We all looked at each other and we laughed it off, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So
I went to a boys' school, and a lot of us were lying. Like a lot of man was talking about, because obviously if you're in a mixed school, I suppose you can see who functions and with the girls and stuff like that, whatnot. But if you're in a boys' school, it's all out of school experiences that we talk about. We ain't got no proof of the situation. There was bear man that was proclaiming to be gallus. That I did I believe them at the time? Maybe I did, but with hindsight, I'm looking back. I know niggas was lying. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, people saying that they lost their virginity before they really lost it, and these, like, you know, like these kind of things. Like niggas was lying. You get me? It's tough. It's tough. You know? It's tough, man.
I feel like the world is so harsh here with like people, and like the world always tries to knock people's confidence down and stuff. That I feel like the home should always be your children's safe space. Like that should be the one place where if people are outside telling them that they're not shit, that they should come back home and have their confidence topped up to go back out into the world with that. But yeah. Anyway, thank you, Chris.
Sometimes you need half daddies, but
say again?
Love anyway. People have a good week.
Right,
No, I say have a good week. Love.
I mean before that, but okay.
Peace, blessings, and guidance, man.
All right. So he's asked me for my advice.
Who asked you for your advice?
Chris.
Where?
At the bottom.
You liar.
You're gonna regret this, Chris.
Oh my goodness. See, you
I have an
have
interesting theory.
You have two brains. Like there's the brain that just operates just pew, 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 without any sort of sifting. And then there is the one where you're like, let me listen and wait patiently because I know I can't just jump in. You always go for the first brain. Why? In fact, this is right for this platform. Keep doing it, babes.
That's why you hired me.
Keep doing it, babe.
Would you hire me if I was waiting to see what people thought? I've been nowhere near the new black.
All right. So, honestly, I believe in our chat, in our community,
Absolutely.
we have fellas like his son, and they're with babes.
Absolutely.
Why I said I believe it's a lie for him to tell his son that he ain't gonna get no girls is because I believe it's a lie. I don't believe that's true. Dating apps, dating sites can be very, very specific when it is that you're looking for criteria and this and that.
Yeah.
Criteria this. You can find so many people that you never thought existed on those sites, on those apps. He's 17. I'm not even suggesting he gets onto a bloody dating app. Let it be organic until it is that he feels that, okay, I'm now 28. I ain't had a lick yet. I ain't had nothing through proximity. I'm working and I'm not finding any progress with the colleagues that I can grow organically with because they're able to see me in the same environment that they're working in, right? All these things make it so that when you know that stupid show you like to watch and you say it's the best show ever, Sheldon.
Big Bang Theory.
Imagine. That never happens in real life in people's heads. But it does.
It does.
It really does.
If Sheldon Cooperman can get a girl, anybody can.
I don't know what his son looks like. And I always like to say, give me as much context and data as possible so I can inform my advice accurately, right? I think I'm going to go with that again. If you want me to properly answer this question,
You are going to learn.
I need more information. I need to see what he looks like, because just saying that he is like nerdy, that don't fly with me.
Urkel.
Because I'm nerdy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I am nerdy.
You're a tech nerd.
When I was there telling you, I was wearing glasses with the band behind playing football.
Very cute.
I told you, off the rip, just looking at me, surface level, you might be thinking, yeah, did this, that, and the next. I'm then twining up people on the football pitch and whatnot, you know? Let me see, this might be Chris.
Was you a late bloomer, Brent?
I wasn't interested in women until age 16. That's when I start seeing women.
Don't worry,
As in,
That's not what I asked you. So you're late bloomer or not, bro.
I don't care what you're interested in. What was
I'm
they
the same
interested
person
in?
who I was.
Sorry, babe.
I'm not
babe, 1
different.
second. Was
So-
you a
I'd
late,
educate.
was you a late bloomer?
Sorry.
Do you know what late
Good
bloomer is,
morning.
Brent?
Good morning.
No.
I'll answer your question, but I don't want to disrespect the caller. I've
no, the caller's
disrespected our
fine.
guest today. I don't want to continue
The
this
caller,
same
the caller,
spirit.
the caller's fine.
Good morning, caller.
She said it's okay. She wants
Hi,
to
good morning,
whether
guys.
you're or not. She cares about whether you're a
Hi.
late bloomer. Morning, babes. What's your name?
Morning. Can I not say my name if that's okay?
Girl. Sorry, I always jump the gun. What's your thoughts?
No, that's okay. Yeah, so I was just gonna say, because he's 17, I think it's probably like more important to focus on like his self-esteem at this point and like his identity outside of women so that he's not too women, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely, of course it does.
Because I think, ironically, trying to build up his son's confidence will have like a trickle-down effect on how he relates with women.
Right.
So I think maybe put the girl, the girl issue on hold for now, and just make sure that like his son has like a good self-esteem and he has like a clear sense of like identity and like what he wants to like be in life and that sort of stuff. Because if he now becomes too women-centered at this age, I just think it's like, that's the beginning of Wahala. And I would also give the same thing to like a young girl, like if she's like worried about boys, like of course it's natural, you're growing up, you're going through puberty and stuff, but don't let that be the center of like,
your identity.
The sense of your identity. Yeah, exactly. So that would be, that'd be my...
Do you know what, that's great as well? Because I find that with guys, like money and women...
Yes.
Is like what makes a man confident, is like what makes a man wavy. It's time to start breaking that generational curse, child. Because it's not it.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all got money and women and we hate y'all. So
yeah, because you really have to have self-esteem, because God forbid, what if you're not affluent? And what if you're not hench?
Men
do you know what I mean? Like
sorry, a woman is speaking.
Yeah, but I'm letting
a queen is speaking. Let her land.
I'm letting the men know. Don't listen.
Let her land.
If you
ain't
that man's let me land,
listen. The ones that are not gonna listen, they don't listen anyway.
If you ain't got no
they don't
money,
listen anyway. Because I gave Chris some quality advice out here to Brendan Mark. What do you think?
In this life, you got to pick a struggle. You can't have no money and no girl.
No one said you shouldn't have money. Why don't you
let me.
And now, because you're worried about men's mental health.
Okay, fine. Okay, fair enough. Let me rephrase that. So yes, it would be disingenuous to say that money doesn't play.
But we didn't say that.
Doesn't factor into. Yeah, of course. No, I'm just trying. I'm answering Mark's sister. I'm with you, sorry.
Sister, I hear it.
I'm with you, sis. Yeah, so of course, obviously, we know like affluence, like the dating, the dating game, whatever. But we have to remember that one, he's 17. Right. And so I think first and foremost is the child's sense of self. It's their identity. And like even what Esther said, they have to know, like, even if the whole world is telling him you're not good enough or X, Y, Z, which might not even be the case, but even if the whole world is saying that, he has to know that like at home, like he has to be affirmed, if that makes any sense. Because like even I think the previous caller said, okay, fine, if you're giving him, the dad is like, okay, let me give him game, let me school him. What if he now goes out and all that game doesn't work? That's now double. Exactly, that's now double hurt and double trauma. So just like let the boy, just basically build him up. Because you've also seen guys who like, even though they have money and they're hench, they're still losers. It's not like women love them. Does that make any sense? So you have to have something other than that. That's like a cherry on top, not like the be all end all. So yeah, that's my take.
That's so smart.
Thank you, man.
Thank you,
my love.
Sis. All right, guys. Take care. Bye. You too, guys. Bye. Bye.
I can guarantee
intelligent people.
I can guarantee you, because doesn't even matter how finished he might look, because I want to believe that he's completely clapped.
He's not saying that. He never said he was clapped.
Nerd-wise. You know how you can look geeky and like just string up, and you're moving all like you're learning how to walk and whatnot for the first time, like completely discombobulated. I want to believe that's the case, because why would he then tell his son, you ain't gonna get no girls? See your son? It must be dire. And I don't believe it is.
I don't think it is.
I don't believe it is.
I just feel like he's just projecting.
So when I'm hearing that he's smart, he's cultured. He's cultured. Man's doing up tennis, and he loves it. That kind of stuff. When it is you get to university, that helps a lot. And as it is that you finish university, and you've got your independence before the other wavy fellas, I'm telling you, you're gonna get the babes. And I'm not talking about the babes that I believe that this father is thinking he should be looking to get, because he's asking his wife, would you give your son a chance? I'm guessing that his wife is one of them flavorful babes.
Probably.
Really?
Yeah, but according to his dad's standards, because his wife might not be levels.
Thank you very much. So, Chris, if you want to send me a picture of yourself, that'll be fine. If you don't want to send me a picture of your son because you think that's a bit weird, which I hear you, 100% I hear you. I beg you, send me a picture.
You were writing it down on your son's
behalf.
Because
even how he sung in.
Because sometimes, Sometimes, right?
Where did your son learn this from?
That's got nothing to do with anything. Sometimes that's the thing. People project their types and whatnot. Like, because even like your wife saying she wouldn't go for that kind of guy if she was 17. Fair enough, but that's her type. You don't know what your son likes. He might like a bookworm girl as well. That's really, really sweet and got nice glasses and like just a cute little sweet girl. That might be his type. His type might be different.
Your son ain't got no problems.
I honestly feel like your son don't got problems.
He ain't got no problems.
I think he's just worried. I think he's just a father worrying, which is cute.
Because he hasn't actually stated that he's got problems.
No.
That's why everyone keeps saying projecting. When he conveys to you that he's having problems, then you deal with them. You cross that bridge when you get to it and try and advise him the best way possible.
Imagine that's actually true. Imagine that he hasn't said that he doesn't mind taking the L's until it is that he gets the W, right? Just like not every normal fella, right? Because I know RJ was saying that all of us go through this kind of stuff. I'm not sure how much you went through this.
What else?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even move to women like that.
Piss me up in this room, you know?
I don't even move to women like that.
You guys piss me up in this room, I swear.
I'm even getting...
Yeah, no, I'm pretty privileged. I've experienced it.
These lot been trying to put themselves in your shoes and they can't. They said, can't relate now.
I can't relate. A man said the shit didn't get good till uni. I was thinking, uni? Uni? Shit. Everybody's life is really different, isn't it? Everybody's experiences.
You really silly boy. You asked me if I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Is it based on what else I was saying?
No, it was a question. Yeah, because
It's of your glasses too.
No, because obviously.
Did you imagine? No, but that's how people will see me. I
but
had glasses.
Gal like you.
And I had to put a band around the back of my head to keep my glasses on whilst I was playing football.
I've heard how women speak about you. I've seen women in your presence. I know that women are attracted to you. I know that girls like you. I'm asking you, was that always a thing? Or have you blossomed into that? Did you bloom into that? This is what I'm asking.
So at age 16 is when it is I gave my life to Christ. And well, look at this. This is what? Look at the toxicity in this room. I say I'm giving my life to Christ. And look at the Christian laughing the most. Look at the daughter of God laughing the most.
Brent was a lame. You know what, Chris? Your son's gonna be all right, man. Your son's gonna be fine, brother.
No, actually crying. I said, HCC's work.
You know, I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip where I say I give my life to Christ, and then follow it on with your laughter. I'm not gonna put any other context.
Make me a collaborator in the post. It's hilarious. Oh, Brent, you got me crying, man.
All right, so there was more to that. That was just like a landmark in my life, right?
SPF is running.
And in me giving my life to Christ, my eyes were open to my place in the world. I can see my position in and amongst everybody around me. My eyes were fully open. That's what I meant. Nothing other than saying that, right? And then, off the back of that, I am a very disciplined man when it comes to who I let in my circle and whatnot. And I wouldn't or didn't do the things that other fellas did, like moving to girls like this, that, and next. I kept to myself. I don't know, in me keeping to myself, it increased the curiosity.
It gets the girls going.
And I have an accent.
Because you're mysterious.
I have an accent. Do you understand? And back in the day, 16 age, this and next, I was clean. Like, my face was just baby. My six-pack was just crazy. I used to have all sorts of pictures on Facebook. Like, it was crazy amount of albums I had on Facebook. It was crazy. Then I got contacts real early. So I didn't have the impediment. I didn't have the impediment. Bear in mind, when the thinner frames came out, I got that quick. Like, real quick. And they used to mash up quickly because they weren't as sturdy as the thick frames, yeah. But it gave me a nice clean look. So because I don't look clapped, right? Now the glasses were removed and the thinner frames are there. I was just normal. But I wasn't approaching women like that.
Yeah.
I didn't have that particular thirst or hunger in my loins, right? So I've never been rejected because I have approached I've approached one woman, one girl. That was in
All your life.
I've approached two. I say two. One was at youth, and I think I told you she was the cutest thing I had ever seen. Like she had everything, and she had both dimples. One day, and it was like nobody seemed to be seeing that she was the waviest there. So I just went up to her and said, oh, "Like you look really, really cute." And she's like, I didn't get rejected. I think I should have taken the number, but I wasn't wasn't familiar with the process. Yeah. And I got vexed that night because I'm there lying in my bed. We had a bunk bed then, myself and Stephen. And I was there telling him about the girl, and he was like, "You didn't get the number." I was like, So I ruled that fact. Second one was when myself and Stephen was on the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And there was a girl that went to his school.
Okay.
And her name, it was a double-barreled name. I can't remember what it is now. She too,
Sweet one.
crazy. And myself and Stephen normally do this whole, all right, which one is she going to like? Is she going to like the rugged, handsome face? Or is she going to like the cute,
Who's the rugged, handsome face?
monkey-looking
Stephen?
face? Stephen, yeah.
Aw.
Stephen's always had that, you know what Stephen looks like.
I know what Stephen he's not giving rugged.
100%. If you can put both of us together, you would see him as, when I say rugged, what do you think I'm talking about? How do you define rugged?
Just like kitty looking.
Nah, that's not what I mean.
What do you mean by rugged? Like not the sweet boy look.
He had them sleepy eyes. He had the facial hair, the beard.
Okay, so not sweet boy looking.
No.
Okay, yeah. Then you guys are. Yeah.
I look like a sweet boy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And he didn't.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So before, like everybody was the same age as an adult, he was looking like a grown boy.
Okay, yeah.
Do you understand? That's what I meant by rugged.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, just before his time. And it was always a which one does she like type thing. But it always turned out to be like the girls that we liked, they liked both of them.
Okay.
So it was just a case of who is now going to, but none of us are there chasing women. None of us.
Yeah, I love that
Neither of
for
us were
guys.
chasing women. So it was all right, subtle. Yeah, I was moving stush like that. And people would be like, who do you think you are type thing. But that's how we were brought up, not to be thirsty, chasing after women.
Amen to that.
So I don't know how to answer your question. I've been the same for my entire adult life.
So women have always liked you.
Yes.
Cut long so short, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
But you
Must
anyway,
be,
people
must
are
be nice, man.
people are sleeping on the nerdy guys, man. Girls like nerdy. I like nerdy guys. I like a nerd.
And once money is added to that mix, once respect is added to that mix,
As Davido said.
he might be nerdy, but he still stands up for himself and his principles and this, that,
And it's confident. Something about confidence.
This is the
Ooh, in a man.
confidence aspect of it. So if you can teach your son anything,
Yeah.
it's that particular thing. And the girl spoke about that, the self-esteem and whatnot. Once he has that, all of those little extracurricular things that he's doing right now, he's going to be a problem. He might even go the other way. He might become a womanizer.
To be fair to Chris, he said, comparing myself and my son at 16 is so funny. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my son, yet the contrast is mad. He also said his wife is levels. I
And
want to say
obviously
your wife
he grew up in Kent and that as well. So there's the certain
There's different.
there's certain thing in him that he's gonna think. Is that we spoke about this before? Like when you move your kids
Yeah.
away, there's gonna be a certain thing, like a certain street smart, a certain
That you feel like
just
they
an
lack,
energy that he's got that
yeah.
he's gonna feel like his son's lacking in it. Do you get what I mean?
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, all the best to Chris's son.
I don't know how I'd feel if I moved to somebody and got rejected.
It happens. It's not.
No, I know, but I've
Happens to the best of us.
I've been rejected, but then to be fair,
120%. But I don't
have
think
a
I'm
standard.
prepared for that. I don't know. Remember how I told you I need to try something before I now say.
Oh yeah.
I have no assurance that
Didn't try that
I can
one,
speak
that's
on that subject.
But it's
I
still
feel
different. Sometimes Gadd reject me because I'm too nice.
As in, you miss.
Hey, look at me like that.
You pictured him too nice.
I just don't know what he wanted from me when he said that. I just
No, I've
don't
seen
know.
the dilemma, the conundrum in this guy's head. They're thinking like, look, this man's too length. I'm not even.
I'm
going
not buffing.
there.
I'm not levels enough for him.
No, I'm not levels enough for him. But
Oh, you mean too nice, like aesthetically?
yeah.
Then of course that's what he means. What do you think he meant? Too nice as a person.
And then they're thinking like trouble.
Sorry, what's going on in the phone?
Excuse me, caller. What are you doing?
Turn us off in the background, please.
Hello.
No, you're on the phone to us and gossiping.
That's good, thank you. Who's
Morning, who are we speaking to?
Chims.
Morning, James. How are you, babes?
Wait.
Nah, I'm good idea, Nesta.
Oh, it's the money.
Yeah, just subliminal. Go and invest.
Go and invest.
How are
Brent,
you?
you're funny, man.
How
Brent,
are you,
honestly,
babes?
bro, I was just going to say, Brent, you've killed me this
Yeah,
whole episode.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm trying
I
to make
know.
up for the madness.
Balls
that
bloody
happened.
hell. Nah, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Honestly, main reason, bro, honestly, main reason I was calling you, what's happening with the black boys right now? Why is one man them struggling to move to Cal? What's going on?
No, but it's
Like,
struggle at the age of
why
17. Can we all
man
calm
taking
down?
L's?
17 and 23.
So
I was
relative, isn't
I
it?
was
Yeah.
cooking at 17.
Do you get what I'm saying, bro?
Like,
Why are they
flying.
struggling like this? Like they,
double entendre.
I think honestly, I don't know what confidence thing is, and I keep on putting in the chat. I'm like, what are the young black girls doing to our boys? Because
Is it the young black
why are
girls
they
are
all
facing their
coming to
books?
this chat space?
The girls
The
are
things
facing
of
their
the book.
books. The boys want to face the girls, and the girls are still facing their books.
But to be honest, I mean, the
The girls who were
changed
moving when I was 17, the same girls who were moving to were also reading books. What's going on here?
I focused on my books when I was younger. I still do.
Amen, amen, and
Amen to
amen.
that.
But why are
Jesus
the
from
man
there.
them struggling? Why are the man them struggling right now?
You guessed that.
Oh, shut up.
Where you laughed at me.
Shut up.
There's a lot
I
of
have to honestly
dynamics.
like,
There's a lot of
honestly,
dynamics to it
because
as well.
you said Dwayne doesn't live in it.
Dwayne's got to get older as well. Because you know what it is? What's the thing that the dynamics, what the women mess it up with, yeah? And then, because obviously, and it always fucks it up. Because obviously, when you're a certain age, you struggle because none of the gal your age want you. So if you're too young,
You guess that, bro.
if you're too young to get the older girls, you know what I'm trying to say? And if you're a certain age, the young girls you don't want nothing to do with, you know what I'm trying to say? But then the girls your age, they don't want you. They all want older man.
Because you're not mature. Because I
So
don't.
it's you lot messing it up.
Yeah,
How would you
yeah.
ask us
Margs
when
is
you're
correct.
the one
Margs
who
is
lack
correct.
Because if you went to where, if you went with your own age, then the boys will be fine, innit? You know what I'm trying to
But
say?
you lack
You-
maturity.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
in
I
calm,
get
it
what
would
you
have
mean.
been calm, it would
You're
have been
bodying
calm, bro.
No, he's not.
No, it's his facts. You like so a 17-year-old's left in the lurch. You know what I'm trying to say? Because a 17-year-old is going to be getting lusted after by them young girls. And once you're 17, what the hell? You don't do nothing with no 14, 15-year-old. Nope. That's crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? And then you're 17, you can't get no 20, 21-year-old.
Chims.
And then the 17-year-old gal are looking 30-year-old man. Like, he's not
To be
moving
fair,
crazy.
yeah, I do think that with guys though, it's a maturity thing though. Like I date older guys sometimes because again of the maturity. Like when I date guys my age sometimes, I feel like I have a child. Like it just feels very like, what are we doing here? So I feel like sometimes some women there's maturity, but then also as well at that age sometimes for women it's about what the guys can give them in it. Like the older guys are like they've got I guess more money and whatnot, and the younger guys you're broke like me, and two broke people in this don't work. So.
Yeah, no. Hear that though, Esther. Like I get what you're saying, but like when you put it in terms of how Margs was basically what he was trying to say is like when you're that age, we used to be rolling around trying to move to the girls our age, but then you leave school, and I don't know if you lot had it the same way, but you'll get some girl, the pengest girl in the year like that, she's getting picked up in a car.
She's
outside
jumping in
with
whips.
15 years old.
It's like,
You're 15 years
That's
old.
dark.
Why is the Donny coming? We couldn't compete with that.
Cars.
Exactly, and you were gonna tap our Oyster card. Wouldn't you want to lift? You don't get in the back of our man's car.
But you would have lived, get out of there.
Do you want to lift? I'll be home in 10 minutes. You're out here trying to get stopping at every stop. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, man. No, but honestly, like, in terms of Dwayne hearing this back and Chris's kid as well, literally, like, me, girls, big man, just be straight up, just be confident, be straight up, apply yourself, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a complicated game. The thing is, black girls are. The thing I think they're a bit scared because I think black girls are quite strong-minded.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you lot don't tolerate a lot of nonsense. Especially you as well, Esther. You know what I mean? You're from
I'm
South.
strict.
Like, imagine moving to a South girl.
No,
Like,
I'm not a South girl though. I don't know what that means.
They tolerate a lot of nonsense.
I don't
It
tolerate
just needs to be
shit.
packaged with
Oof,
confidence.
I won't co-sign that one still.
They tolerate a lot of nonsense.
Adam, you are
Okay,
getting.
women.
Adam's saying wrong things. Adam says looks don't get you gal. That's said by no man.
It doesn't. It doesn't. The looks isn't enough, bro. You need to
Trust
apply
me.
yourself. You need
Ain't
to.
nobody trying to
You
go
need
with a
to
dragon.
be confident.
I'm
Put
not
your
gonna lie.
thing. Put your best foot
You
forward.
fugly man need to just relax with all of that.
Little charity.
Because looks have served me well in life. I don't know. Don't be spreading these dumb rumors. Man said looks don't get you gal. If you ain't got it, say you ain't got it. Like who we talking to, man? Like what the fuck are we doing here? Looks don't get you gal.
No, but you had the Chris Brown privilege, though.
That's fake.
You know what I
Bruv,
mean?
I was out here before Breezy.
He was.
Breezy didn't
Don't
exist.
do that. Don't do
Bruv, I
that.
was Breezy before Breezy. Like,
Breezy Mac 1, bro.
Nah, he's funny.
You're so
funny.
dumb. Listen, looks will get you girls. Don't listen. But obviously, beauty is out of the
Esther, your best place to advise them, innit? What do you think? Like, when a guy moves to you, what is it about them? Like, you'd say it's the confidence, innit?
it's a few things.
Mm.
It's a few things. I think.
Yeah,
Like,
spit your bars.
it's a few things. I'm not a It's a few things, man. I don't even know what to say.
you're killing Curtis.
Well, what happened to Curtis?
Mark's in is a chill out.
Listen, Esther lacking older men is just making things so rough for me. Man's not Yoruba, and I'm younger than her. It's a long day, man.
Okay, she's younger than me.
I didn't know that.
Finished.
See, that's
Oh, my
the
shit.
vibe he gave off when Izzy called in. He didn't seem younger, did he?
So he's mature, so that's don't matter. That wouldn't matter, innit?
Yeah, it's just a shame. It's not
He's a mature
even.
guy. That's good for him. That's lovely. He's doesn't stop attaching me to people. It's not. I'm not a. This is not why I was hired. This is my work. This is my place of work.
Esther's cold, man. Esther's cold. There's a reason people move to her. She's cold.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Amen.
Amen. And amen.
Curtis, take notes, Curtis.
James, it's been lovely. I love the fact
Yeah,
that he's
nah,
calling
true,
after
true.
a while.
I'll
You should
be-
do it more often.
Nah, man. It's been a minute, bro.
We
Just
miss you,
work.
Fair enough.
All the time. It's too big, man.
Fair enough. Later.
Talk to you later, man.
Bye.
See you in a bit.
Bye, Chims. Yeah, man. I feel like it's always a few things with guys. I like guys that are very respectable. I like guys that are I like guys that are very respectable. I like guys that can hold a conversation and not be weird and like I don't like guys that compliment my body or sexualize me or objectify me at first glance. Yikes. What else is there? Looks definitely plays a part there. I have to find you attractive. Otherwise, that's wonderful. Anyways, all the best to all parties involved.
I want Chris to come back next year once he starts uni.
It's not his name. Chris. Chris is the dad.
No, Chris. Because Chris is the only one talking to us through his son.
The dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want him to start? Oh, I thought you meant you wanted the son to come when he starts uni.
No,
Okay.
I want an update because I really don't feel he has a problem. At
Do you
all.
think- what
Unless I see him and I'm like, oh, that's what you're talking about.
Well, oh, okay. What if Chris's son just ain't telling him shit? What if Chris's son is linking girls already and he's not telling you?
What at the tennis courts?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's possible.
Serena's out there.
Serena's out there. Serena's not looking for.
Serena went on Drake.
And you gotta understand where our experiences being teenagers and growing up, for some of us can barely remember them anyway, but they are going to be totally different to how these kids are living. And these kids have got access to like different things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the lifestyle's different. It's scary in a way even because just this like what's at their fingertips, you know what I'm trying to say? So the options and the abundance and all that. You don't know how these men are living. Like I would never have experienced like nudes and these things.
The nudes.
Yeah. It must be rife in in teenagers. That lifestyle must
Yeah,
be
with Snapchat now and all.
with Snapchat. Yeah, that lifestyle must be crazy. And obviously everything's all hypersexualized and stuff like that. So you don't know what these youths are doing. He could be out here getting it like differently.
What differently?
No, he could though.
Yeah, actually could.
And you don't know because we don't know what we don't know. They're living their experience. Their experience is different.
I think I agree and I challenge. I'm thinking, did my parents know who I was? Did they know my character? Did they spend enough time with me to know what my brother knew about me, as in my personality and whatnot? And I'm not sure. I think they knew enough to know that I would be fine in the street.
Yeah.
They knew enough about my sister to know that she wouldn't be.
Yeah, but they know who you are because essentially they're your parents, innit? So they know
My
who
parents
you
never
are.
talked to me about girls.
Yeah, they
at
don't
all.
know what you're capable of. though.
No. I think my parents knew that regarding women, I didn't need to be lectured at all. But they didn't know about Daryl. That was the dark horse. Daryl was. He was the guy you're talking about. He's a guy who completely different life. Like even us, we didn't have a clue. But if we went into his room and saw what was in his drawers, then we would have a better picture of what he was capable of. He used to collect comics and whatnot, certain types of comics, and he used to have like Panthers, like not because of the Black Power, because he wasn't interested in it. He was interested in milk and magnesia. But we didn't know, because he used to overcorrect. He used to be like, "Oh, white people anger me. They smell like potatoes." But we thought he was just joining in the conversation.
He was
Right?
overcompensating.
Oh my goodness!
But then maybe he saw his work in the community as reparations. Maybe he did have that disdain for them, so he was giving it back to them.
Yeah. I guess. I guess. But I would like to believe that I would know enough about my children. I would want to see them in the company of their friends, how they operate.
Don't know what they're capable of.
I know. I hear
and
what
a
you're
lot
saying.
of things, whether it be good or bad, when parents find out, they say, "What my kid would never." It's
No,
like,
I hear what you're
please,
saying.
You know, your son is the baddest one out of the friendship group.
I don't think I'll be that. I don't think I'll be that naive. In my head, I don't think I'll be that naive. I can miss a whole set of stuff that he watches on his phone or his tablet or whatnot. I'll be oblivious to what he talks about when he's out of the house, because how I'll raise my son, he would know enough to hide things from me. How I'll raise him, he would know enough. Okay, let me switch here. Let me switch.
He's got a code switch.
100%. And
Yeah, you have to carry myself a certain way.
I would see that he's well equipped to do that, and I'll be happy because I've given him enough tools to basically fend it for himself out there. If everything was just out in the open and he didn't know how to even navigate my like pressure, then I'll be like, I ain't teaching you right. I have not instilled in you the right tools, the right resources needed to basically survive in a place where there are me's running around. Do you understand? So I will be happy if he has a life that I don't know about, but I'll make sure that the things that he's not telling me, it's not detrimental, and it's not hurting anybody. That much I'll look to basically like let him know. If I find out you're doing this, that, and the next, then boom, everything get revoked. But yeah, man, I think your son's fine at this point in time.
I honestly
He's
think
alright.
so.
Huh?
I said I honestly think so. I feel like
think so.
many parents don't really know what their kids. My parents just supposed to bring a husband home. They don't know if guys are out here rejecting me. Obviously they're not, but they don't know.
All right then.
Yeah, you be like that, man. All right.
Tomorrow I'm going to announce the page where y'all can send in all of your asking for friends, your sis, what would you do's. You can even send in your topic of the day suggestions. There'll be right now. There's several different ways to do what I'm saying right now, but this will be the place you guys could just do it without putting your email address or your name or this like. Just be anonymous. So that should encourage other people to basically
Actually do that.
yeah, to send
100%.
stuff in and whatnot. And you can send critiques on my work, what I'm building, Esther's work, what she's building, Mark's work, but you could do all of that. I just may not read it out. Do you understand? So it'll be wasted.
I would do that.
Wasted. You read it out? Critiques on your own character?
It will be read. I didn't say where it will be read. It will be read.
Fair enough. All right.
Let's get into the reaction.
Let's get into reaction.
No, I'm saying you're ruining. It's back on.
I ain't ruining. No, you raised
did that
probably.
shit.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out the sports headlines. I missed this game yesterday because I was out, but it looked like there was a thriller. You get me? John Duran's 2 late goals put Unai Emery's side on the brink of the Champions League. So Duran came off the bench to score twice and earn Aston Villa a 3-3 draw with Liverpool that all but ensures they will play Champions League football next season. Martinez's early own goal was the worst possible start for Villa, but they equalised through Tielemans, only for Cody Gakpo to restore Liverpool's advantage midway through the first half. Quansah added a third early in the second. That came after Diego Carlos produced an extraordinary miss from near the goal line that would have levelled it, while Ollie Watkins also had one disallowed for offside. But Duran's spectacular intervention turned the tide late on to salvage a point for the Unai Emery side. The comeback means that anything less than victory for Tottenham at home to Man City on Tuesday evening would mean Villa are certain of fourth. It was dramatic, if unwanted, finale for Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp in his final away game in charge. Klopp's last little swan song is just not going well, man. And my last headline, which I've got here, is British boxer Sharif Lawal. Oh, sorry, goddamn. It says British boxer Sharif Lawal dies after collapsing in the ring on professional debut. Bloody hell. So sad. Sorry to hear this.
That's sad.
A boxer has died after being knocked down during his first professional fight in London. Sharif Lawal was treated by paramedics at the scene after the referee ended Sunday's bout in the fourth of a scheduled 6 rounds. He was taken by ambulance to hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The UK-based boxer 29 had lost the fight to Portuguese Malam Valera at Harrow Leisure Centre in Northwest in London. Warren Boxing Management said in an Instagram post that Lawal collapsed during the fight. Heavyweight Tyson Fury said, "God rest his soul. You go in there, you're getting paid for danger. We're there to inflict damage on each other by punching each other to the head and body, and unfortunately things like this happen now and again." It's a sad story, man. Thoughts and prayers going out to
Yeah,
his
man,
family,
that's very
man.
sad.
It's horrible. Yeah, that's all we got news for. I heard that the Mavericks shit the bed last night and Thunder leveled the series up. So now it's going back to Oklahoma. It's 2-2 over there. I saw that this morning. I ain't watched none of it. I can't catch these games, man. They're too late, man. It's pissing me off.
If you're in a different country, then you'll be able to watch it. So, Friday?
I don't even know what the time difference is over there. It's not going to be that bad. It's only in Spain.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's just the weekend anyway. Yeah, man. That's the end of our headlines, man. Let's get into it. Well, oh shit, nothing there for me. Let's get into our outro.
All right, then.
It's been long.
Right, people, we hope you've enjoyed the show. I certainly have. It's been a great show today. Big up our lovely, 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 lovely guest, Edmund Owusu-Brown. And make sure you go and check out his page, which is, what was it, Angel... It's in the description.
Angel Security Firm.
That's it, Angel Security Firm. Thank you very much, babes. Check him out. And he will be back. He's a man of stories, man. Like, such an interesting person. But thank you guys for tuning in. Big up everyone that called in today. RJ Chims, our lovely anonymous babe. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, shouts out for everyone that sent in dilemmas.
Yeah,
Chris.
big up people that sent in dilemmas. Big up Chris. And a lovely girl who's going to leave that man. Actually, well, it depends what kind of day you want to have. But anyways, don't forget to follow us on social media, The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Discord. As Brent said, you'll be getting some more information tomorrow about the new Dilemma website. Not just for dilemmas, to be fair. You can also do Asking for Friends. and all that great stuff and topic suggestions and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, what else is there? If you want to inquire about the show, feature on the show, send dilemmas in. For now, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We will see you guys here tomorrow.
Peace out.
A-Town down.